Seen each other in a minute?
Well, the last time we saw each other was
about 2 years ago.
It's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 years.
Yeah, because it's been a...
Well, it's probably been 4 or 5
4 or
since I
5
seen you.
since, yeah. I remember you cut me up before in the show. You was like, bro, you need to just start wearing a ball.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live.
Okay.
We live, bro.
Man, yo, it's been a while. I mean, do you have an intro? You know,
Yeah. I was rolling into
Go
that.
ahead.
Yeah, I was going
Get
in.
your intro,
Okay,
because
okay.
bro, I gotta let it, because this is on paper. This don't look like we supposed to know each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I feel
we
you.
need to get into this.
This is Eddie Baker.
I'm Chetty Sosa.
And this is Blunt Talk, baby. You know what I'm saying? We have a special guest today. We have a Blunt Talk family member right now.
We got Wolf in here, man.
Xavier Wulf in this motherfucker. We got our boy Vic Blins, man. Our family, man. We go back.
Way back, man.
Now, I didn't know you hit me on the text. I didn't know that me and Wolf were the first rapper you cut up.
The first rapper I ever cut. Both of y'all.
Fucking crazy.
Y'all were the first rappers that ever like started this for me.
That's crazy.
And I gotta let y'all know how it started, how it happened, because
Yeah.
I mean, like, first foremost, like, listen to y'all's music while I'm growing up. You know, like finding SoundCloud, finding like underground, finding like rap.
Yeah.
Finding, you know, the first tape you dropped and just like listen to Fort Woe, all that shit, Mugen Woe, like all the whole 9 y'all, like listening, really being a fan of it. And when I started trying to make content, like as a barber in the beginning, when I'm just trying to cut hair and put my work out, I'm doing like these transformation videos where I'm like just chopping people's hair or cutting all day long, you know, just trying to be this fire barber. And I'm putting, you know, music to the videos.
Yeah, right.
And I'm putting like music I listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm in like 20, like, you know, like 20, like early, like 2015, like putting Xavier Wulf in all my haircut videos.
Yeah.
And I tag him and he followed me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. I remember that was the first, like, oh, shit. To my friends, like, somebody like of notoriety, like noticed me for being a barber. And it's important because it's not like, you know, just my first rapper that I cut was a rapper that didn't really have any significance or like influence to my life. Like I got to really sit down with somebody that I've actually listened to as the first experience working with like an artist.
It's crazy how that goes full circle, because when you cut my hair that day and I tagged you, Chili actually hit me and he was all like, bro, how you know Vic? Like, I've been fucking following him on Instagram. He shave everybody. Like,
I've been saying, bro, since
Word?
fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't even
Not TikTok, Vine.
It's been a while.
On Vine.
Yeah.
Well, I was on the gram. I started on the gram.
You wasn't on Vine?
Nah, I didn't get on Vine.
I could have sworn I seen him on Vine, bro.
Maybe somebody else like took the clip from somewhere else and put it on Vine.
It was early, like, you
I
know,
seen
but
bro cutting hair. I was like, oh shit.
this is 5-6 years ago.
Then,
so
at the show,
I'm gonna get into it. So look, you follow me on the gram.
Right.
I see you going on tour, the Hollow Sesh tour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, damn, I see like Greensboro's on the list. So I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know, that's like 2.5, almost like 3 from Greensboro. Right. But I'm like, you know, we should just go to the concert. So my 2 best friends, I'm like, yo, Xavier coming to, you know, they coming to Greensboro in like a month. Like, I'm gonna just get us tickets. Shit, tickets weren't that expensive. I'm like, you know, let's just go, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just go. I'll buy us all tickets. I just want y'all to go because this is like, you know, we're gonna go. Like, and we're gonna go to the concert. That's all I thought. Like, let's just go to the concert.
Yeah.
So I get the tickets. I invite my friends. Nope, they couldn't go.
Yeah.
Flaked on me last minute. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
End up having to take my ex, and I'm like, damn, you know, like, gotta go to this hardcore ass rap concert with my ex. I don't really want to like bring a girl with me, but whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
so I'm like, fuck it. We when you post a flyer, I comment on the flyer.
I remember.
And I
that.
was like, yo, can I please like cut you when you come? And you commented on my comment, and all you said was bet. But that was all I needed to hear. That was all I needed to see, was like the fact that he said bet. We have an agreement. Like, I'm gonna take his word.
Yeah.
I know I've listened to music.
You know,
he gotta mean bet.
Yeah.
He gotta mean it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I already got the tickets. He said I could cut him. I'm telling everybody now, like, I'm going to cut Xavier Wulf when he come for Green. I'm going to cut him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the concert day come. I'm like DMing, I'm trying to comment, I'm not getting no response. You know, he's just busy. I get it, he on some rap shit. He on some rap shit. I'm getting no response. I don't got no number, so I just got the line on the gram. Like, this is like the most unreliable shit to talk to a rapper through, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm DMing nothing, and then I got to start the drive.
Yeah.
And like, I don't tell my girl that, like, at the time, my ex, I didn't tell her that, like, oh, he's not replying.
I'm pulling up.
Yeah, I'm just telling her we pulling up and we gonna see him when we get there. And I'm not telling her like, I don't even know if this is gonna go down really.
Right.
But I'm like, fuck it, I got all my clippers in the back, I'm gonna make it happen.
Exactly.
We drive up, I kid you, I was like an hour away. He DM'd me back and he's like, yo, he called me big bro. He said, big bro, we're here, like we need fresh cuts, like pull up and give me his number. I was like, it's happening.
Yeah.
Like it's about to happen right now. So like I pull up and it was love. Like I pulled up, cut in the hotel. I meet everybody. Just instantly was really like inviting and welcoming and just like instant like connection and energy. I felt it.
It was
so
dope.
I finished the cut. I'm at the hotel. Y'all about to go to the concert. I'm like, we kind of just walking out and I'm just about to just go Uber to the venue and let y'all go do y'all thing.
Yeah.
We get outside and mind you, this is the first time we ever met.
Right.
You really don't even know me. Like none of us know each other.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I just know how delicate it is to like be backstage, to like do things and to be in that. It's a tight circle, man. Y'all earn that. Like people, like I think as like artists, as like athlete, anything, like when you earn your success and like when who you share those moments with is like precious. So I value when like somebody invites me to be something with them. I know what that means. Like you invited me to be a part of like your celebration. So we walking out of the hotel. And I'm like, is that the bus? That's the tour bus?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no tour bus. I like, that's the tour bus. He was like, I remember he was like, yeah. You want to go inside? I look at my girl. I'm like, for sure, yeah. I'm thinking we gonna get in there just to look around. I get in there, the fucking engine crank up. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm like not trying to like sabotage my own little blessing happening. So I'm not trying to say it. I'm just acting like I'm going with the flow.
That's why you was in there.
I don't know nobody on the bus, packed as fuck, lit as hell. Like,
You just had such good vibes when we first met you.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
look, we get to the venue, and still when we get to the venue, I'm thinking like I'm gonna get out the bus and go into the crowd, and they gonna like go perform. I appreciate the ride to the venue, and then I'm on the bus, and like we're not getting out, we're still on the bus, and then your boy comes in with the mics.
Elliot.
Yeah, comes in with the mic and starts handing all y'all the mic.
Yeah.
And then I just start seeing you just like. Yeah, like talk from the bus. You talking from the bus like y'all motherfuckers get ready. Like talking to the crowd from the bus on like we're parked right next to the venue. So he's hyping. I'm like, oh fuck, those are on. Like they talking inside the venue already. So I'm like, damn, like when am I gonna get out of here and get to the crowd? I don't really know what to do.
Right.
So they're like, all right, we ready. Y'all ready? And I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck do I do? So we kind of like come through this little side door. And like, I don't know, I ain't been to this venue, so I don't know what to expect. I've never been to like a rap show, like backstage like that. I never had this access. So you open the side door and the stage is right there. And I'm like, oh fuck. This is the stage. So now I'm on stage and can't even fucking like fathom that like this is like happening right here. And I'm just trying to kick it in the back, just play cool. My first time here, I ain't trying to overstep. And then like I'm just like vibing to the music, and then like I look over at Zay and he just like this. I fucking take my shirt off. We got the video. We'll try to I don't know if you let, but we got the video, bro. I'm fucking jumping like mosh pit, and bro, thank y'all, man. Like
that's love, brother.
Thank you.
That is fucking love. I love that.
That fucking night, man. I'll never forget it. It was like one of my favorite like memories ever.
Wow.
But from there, I mean, it's been family ever since. Like y'all have always shown and supported everything that I've done. So, and then that time is special because, my vision there to where I'm at now is just like the journey has been ridiculous. So. And I'm glad y'all got to see that version of me.
Yeah, for sure we did. Yeah, and that shit was beautiful, bro. Like, me and Eddy, we all like this. Me and the boys, we go off vibes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you pulled up, you was cool. You chopped us up. You had us faded up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had the braids still. You tapered the side. Like, shit was nice. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, just mob with us, bro. It's all good. And then if you remember, after the show, we went to Cookout.
We went to Cookout, and we all rode in my car. And then I had them tiny-ass sunglasses in my car.
I think you put me on Cookout. You put me on Cookout. You was like, bro, we got to go to Cookout, bro.
Yeah, we got Cookout after. I mean, it was like... bro, I couldn't have like asked for a better experience, honestly. And like, out of all the rappers in the world of like music, and like that was my first experience, and it really meant a lot. Thank y'all, man. I never got to like. Obviously, it's been years since we got up, but like, bro, thank you, bro. That's all I can say.
I mean, even you saying that you remember you hit me when I first got this crib. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. Like it's just dope that you've been able to see us come up too. Like it's
like
mutual.
Seeing
It's mutual. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to talk about how was it growing up in North Carolina? How was your upbringing? Like how was it growing up? That's the South. I feel like, right?
Yeah. Definitely like super South. Like I mean, Fayetteville specifically, where I grew up at is like a very small country town, and there's not a lot there, but there is a big military presence. How we got there. My dad was in the Army. He did 28 years in the Army, and so like real early, I was moving around. Born in Germany. Went to Texas after that, then back to Germany, and then I got to Fayetteville 6th grade, going to like middle school, coming out of like elementary. So that's where I got to Fayetteville, like right at that time, and I spent the last like 10 years there from there, and. Like, I think anywhere that you really spend like middle school or high school is where you really start to try to find yourself, and that becomes like home. Yeah. Because this is like who I really found out like who Victor Fontanez is, So growing up in the Ville was, it was good for what it did for me, but it's just not too much there. Yeah. And it's like love-hate relationship when you come from a small in a city like that, and it's very different from, it's not different. It's the same for any small city, bro. It's just crabs in a barrel mentality, lack of opportunity, lack of just knowing what was possible for your life, because when you look around, you just see the same shit. Yeah. Everybody's the exact same. There's no culture there as far as fashion. There's nothing really popping. There's no like, obviously we got J. Cole from the city, so shout out to my brother Cole. But so like there's some sort of success coming out the city, but it's like a shooting star, J. Cole, my brother Dennis Smith Jr. in the NBA, and then now we got Murray and myself coming in the last couple of years. But like, it's rare. But when you do it at a really big level, I feel, and that's what we've been able to accomplish recently. The last generation, we've been able to do it big. So it teaches you how to make something out of nothing. To really summarize that up,
what were you doing before barbering? Before you got into barbering, what was your life like?
Before I got into barbering, I was like right pre-barbering, I was just working in a restaurant. I was working at a sports bar as my first job. I started there at 15, washing dishes. And then I went from washing dishes to making sandwiches to making pizza to serving to host. Like, so I went to the whole restaurant shit for over 3 years in the same spot. Damn. My sister worked at that spot before me, got me my job, and then my little brother got his job there. So like, it's just like we all working at the same spot. Real small town shit. Like everybody worked there together. All my friends worked there in the kitchen. So like I was doing that. And I think really like serving those tables allowed me to like just understand like, different walks of life gonna come through these doors. Like really just try to like accept and try to learn how to communicate towards these people, because you want to get a tip. All right, so I'm trying to make that money, and you want to make sure that when everybody sits down with you, that they really just feel comfortable and they're able to like have a good experience. So
I never would have thought of like serving as that type, that type of business. Like it's definitely like a service.
Bro,
business,
some people really love serving. Some people really love serving at a restaurant. And there's some restaurants people make fucking lot of money, bro. Like this, but it's an art to like just speaking to people, and like that's what it was. So like I got a lot of my customer service, a lot of that there at that restaurant.
Is that what kind of attracted you to barbering? Like
I grew up in a barbershop. I just grew up barbershop culture, regular shit, like going to get your cut every Sunday, Saturday with your homies. So like me and my friends would walk to the barbershop, to Barber Kings and Hope Mills, and we would get our cut every weekend. And it's just like, being in the shop. Y'all know how they growing up in the barbershop, bro. I'm in that bitch all day, waiting for it. I'm getting skipped left and right. Like, you think you next, and then a motherfucker 6'2" with dreads tell her like, I'm next. I'm like, I ain't gonna say, yeah, you got it, bro. Like, you getting skipped all day, dudes talking shit. Like, that's the barbershop culture. So like, that was my life growing up. I grew up in that. So
what gave you that confidence to jump from like the restaurant to like, I'm about to get into this barbering shit now, and then taking it from
doing that for doing that for 3, being in the restaurant, it's cool when you in high school, but then like I really like opened my eyes and I looked in the back of the kitchen. I'm like, everybody back here's like 40, like 30, like these guys are like they almost glued here. I don't want to be this. Yeah. So it's like almost seeing that in front of yourself, like this is almost like an example of what I don't want to be. And those guys back there are like amazing people that they know me, they're probably white, but like I just didn't want to be in that position, bro. And then coming into like thinking I had to go to college once I graduated high school. Barbering was supposed to be the side hustle. Yeah. It wasn't supposed to be what I did. I only picked it up because my barber told me that if I learn how to cut hair, I'll make money for the rest of my life. And the hustler at me in that moment heard rest of my life and money at the same sentence. I'm like, I ain't no way. I gotta see how much I can make, like, so I'm hoping that like starting in the beginning of my senior year, that by the time that I graduate, I would be decent enough to make $5-10 and just like cut on the side. Cause I didn't really look at barbering as like any type of prestigious or like job that I wanted. I thought it was still kind of just like, I'm shooting it low. I'm thinking it's cool. I like being in the shop, but I'm like, I'm too good to be a barber. Like that's my mentality. Like, I'm gonna go do some business shit. So once I cut for that year, I kind of just like grew a passion for it. And not just like a passion for cutting, but like, I'm having the impact my barber had on me to others now that sit in my chair. Yeah. And it's like, that's where the love is starting to grow, where the passion is starting to grow at. So by the time I got to graduation, like I realized, I'm pretty good at this. And I remember the day that I made $216 in one day cutting. And that was like enough. That was my whole check at the restaurant, like for a week of cutting. And I'm like, I just made that in one day, cutting, when I would make that in a whole week, like working at the restaurant, washing dishes, like I can't go back to that shit. So when I saw that, and I learned a little bit about the industry, I learned people make, pretty good money. And then, I just felt God tell me exactly word for word that if I took it serious, it would open doors for me.
I like that.
So what made you take it to the social media, huh?
Well, hold on. Before we get to that, tell me this. So before even social media, I've noticed you've actually had classes. You figured out some shit to where you have people taking your online classes to figure out how to do this. So where did that come in?
So let me give you like this, like, because that's a part. Like, I got another crazy story about this guy right here. So, when I start cutting, I'm making good money. And, I decided to go to barber school. I said, fuck the college. I couldn't go. Bro, I had my classes all paid for, picked for. Parents took me to open house. I got the lanyard, backpack, hoodie, like all schooled out, thinking like, damn, this is going to be my life. And still at this point, bro, I have no clarity for my life. I don't really have a vision for who I'm going to be.
But you're going to
what
school
I'm going to, but I'm just going to go to school because I think I have to. I'm being forced to at this point, like really unhappy. And
but obviously you're good at barbering at this point.
I'm good at barbering, and I'm like starting to think, and God gave me that sign, and then I'm conflicted between like, do I follow that shit or do I do what everybody wants me to do right here? Do I follow their decision?
Right.
So when God gave me that message, bro, it's above my decision, above what any of my parents want or what anybody could tell me. Like, bro, God told me to open doors for me. Yeah. And if I don't listen to God's sign, bro, that's how people end up really unhappy and like in shitty positions, because you get 100 signs a day. God to give you 100 a day. But like, how many are you open to seeing and receiving? So when I heard I had to take barber shit, are you fucking kidding me, man? I gotta do it. So I go to barber school, I get my license, I'm cutting, and then, you're making good money as a barber cutting, right? Like I'm making close to 100K a year. I'm just like grinding, like, bro, fucking $30 a cut, 15 cuts a day, 5 days a week. Like I'm grinding, I'm getting the money. But like that really quick, I learned like, all right, longevity, that's not gonna last. And then how do I get to the next step of money, right? Like how do I get from like 100,000 to 250, right? How do I get to the next step? And it's like, education is a thing within the barber community because it's just this niche culture, right? So like it's a skill and it's a trade, and you can go and learn that trade and get like extra classes from people that are really good. So the first thing I did was build my name in like this barbering community where like, I'm again followers on social media. I'm just posting haircuts and transformations. That's why I started using your music. It's like I'm building as this like guy who's like a really good barber, and he's in the Ville. So like I got this like this not fan, like I got like a support. I got barbers that look up to my work. A lot of barbers, and so I'm like, shit, I could do one haircut for $50, or I could teach 50 people for $50 a piece how to do a $50 haircut. Like I could do it. I can make all this money. Like I can make my whole week's check in one day now. I'm doing the same thing I learned with barbering to get me away from the restaurant. Now I'm doing like educating barbering instead of like actually doing barbering.
And how did you set that up? Was it a website?
I just started like, first because like like that education, like little circle within that little barber, the barber was like gatekeeped. Like you gotta like really like break through type shit, like to be accepted as like an industry educator. So I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna do my own classes online. People fuck with me online, I'm gonna find a way to do it online. So the first thing that I did to teach that class was I would do it on Eventbrite. I would like sell an Eventbrite ticket with a private Zoom link. I would set up an Eventbrite for you to sign up to take a Vic Blends online class. And I would set it up on Zoom where you got a private Zoom. So when everybody would buy a ticket on Eventbrite and their email would come up, I would like email them myself with the private like Zoom link. And you got to have the password or whatever. So you could buy it and you can get into the class. And then like I didn't even have like a camera no setup like this.
Yeah.
I just had like an iPhone fucking like 10 at the time.
Damn.
And I'm teaching a class like on the iPhone to like, 30, 40 people online that paid $100 to $75 for this like online fucking class that like you're just watching this kid cut on the iPhone. So it's like, not that I feel bad for the people that took that class, but like the quality probably wasn't there. Like I just like, I'm trying to figure this shit out and I don't give it, like I'm just putting my heart out there and trying it. So trial and error.
Yeah, because a lot of times we look back at our first shit and we think like it wasn't that good, but that's what good about it.
So
people look for that.
So look, now it came from like, all right, I'm doing online classes. I want to go do like in-person classes.
Yeah.
So I started teaching in person and then I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do a tour one day.
That was crazy to me.
I'm gonna do it like a tour. Like I'm gonna do a tour.
I think you showed me that when he did it.
So I'm gonna rewind you from this tour real quick because like, I'm doing all this shit in the Ville and then, I'm having this like, semi like success with this, but very quickly I learned that like I'm gonna run out of resource and opportunity being in this city. Like there's really like there's a cap to this city, which sucks to say, but like if I don't go out to get the resources needed, I may not like get to that next level.
Yeah.
Right. And I got this analogy that I always use to describe this is like you could be the right seed, planted in the right soil, right? The right person with the right talent and idea, but no sunlight and water to grow that plant. And that's how I really felt being in the Ville was like, God gave me this amazing vision and like I feel like I'm the person to do it, but I gotta go get the water and the sunlight to really grow this idea in me as a person.
Yeah.
And I don't have that in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm cutting in my brother's garage with no AC. Like I don't have nothing. So
this whole time you got your brother, you're cutting in your brother's garage.
When I'm doing those classes, I'm cutting in the garage, bro. Yeah, like I'm cutting in the garage.
So you're making money, getting the bud, all this stuff.
I'm doing all this in the garage.
Yeah.
I get my license. I get into a little shop in the Ville. And then, I'm like, I got to get out, man. Like, I got to go. I got to at least just try. So
is that what got you to Atlanta?
I decided Atlanta because it was the closest, biggest southern city to me. To where, like, I could stay myself.
It's a metro.
Yeah, it's a metro, but it also has opportunity for entertainment, just like LA and New York.
Yeah.
Maybe not as frequent, but, like, everybody has to come through here at some point.
That's true.
So I was like, fuck it. It's more affordable for me. It's closer to home. If I got to get home in 6 hours, I could get home. So, like, that was my first step. So I remember like I got one day off. My only day off when I was like a heavy barber was Monday. I had one day off on a Monday. And when I made that decision, like I'm gonna go to Atlanta, Georgia, I'd never been to Atlanta before.
Really?
Ever. So I'm like, I'll just drive up and get an apartment. I kind of like try to find some complexes. And my budget was under $1,000. Like the most I could pay was like, if it was over $1,000, I couldn't do it, at that time. So,
damn.
I'm like, where's the, like I look up a couple of complexes and then I drive to Atlanta on my day off thinking like one of these three is going to work. I go to all three and they all booked, like all full, like no availability, no vacancy, like nothing ready because I needed to move next month.
Yeah.
I'm going there like I'm going to find something for next month.
Like you go in there, no plan, just I need to find an
No,
apartment.
I gotta get an apartment. But I kind of like Googled a couple of them.
Yeah.
So I'm in Marietta. I'm not even in Atlanta. I'm like outside of Marietta.
I lived in Marietta.
So I'm in Marietta on Franklin Road. And I'm like on Franklin Road in Marietta, just going from like, cause this is like, this road has like hella complexes just all through the road, like random ass little complexes. And bro, I just pull into this random ass shit called like Liberty Apartments or something. And I go to the office, I'm like, yo, do y'all have like anything like under $1,000? Like, yeah, we got that. I was like, well, is anything available for next month on the 1st? I was like, yeah, we got one bedroom terrace floor part. I don't even know what terrace means.
Me either.
And they're like, but it's someone's in there right now. You can't I can't show you it until like, you move in. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like I can afford it. I'm available on this day. That's all I need to know. Give me it. Yeah. So I signed the papers right there and I drive back to the Ville with my mission accomplished. Like I got my apartment. So I go back telling my mom and dad I got a sweet ass apartment in Atlanta. Yeah. Shit about to be nice. Like I'm about to go up and this is going to be my chance.
Right.
So, I drive up sight unseen with my parents and like the terrace is a basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gotta park in the front of the apartment and then you gotta walk to the back under the first floor. Like the first floor would have like this back patio, this wooden patio, and then my front door was under their patio in the back of the apartment. So like I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm from Cali, so we don't even have shit.
I don't know either. So I'm like acting like I know, like I toured it already. And it doesn't even have windows because it's in the basement, so it's dark as fuck in there. Like just like, just all
and somebody
whatever.
had just lived here.
And then I'm bringing my parents, bro. Like I tell them mom and dad, like I'm good, and I got them in this like ghetto ass like apartment complex, bro.
Fucking Marietta,
and like Franklin, bro. So it's like just crazy. And my parents are like looking at me like, all right, man, like we gotta let you do this. You're too far in. So they moved me in, and that was the start to Atlanta. But to that point, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this tour, right? And the only reason I'm sorry, because barbering, honestly, like we'll get into it, but so I'm like, all right, fuck, I'm in Atlanta, whatever, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do a tour, like I'm gonna maximize my chance to like make money. Yeah. Like I'm doing these one-off classes. What if I just do them all back to back?
At this point, how big was your social media following?
I mean, I got it like maybe like a couple hundred, like maybe 200K, but like remember, it's like niche.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm walking down the street and people are stopping me. It's
These
not
are
like
barbers and people that are
only barbers or people that make like haircutting. Yeah. So it's very like it's a weird thing. It's not.
But it's a cult fan base that's really
like
there for you.
Me. Yeah, they there for that. Well, they're not even there for me. There's no personality at this point. It's just a haircut.
Yeah.
They're only there for the haircut. So it's no work for the art. Just there to look at my cuts.
Well, how I look at it, if Chili, when Chili give me some shit, that's my hood nigga. So you know what I'm saying? If it get to his demographic, I'm like, all right, bet.
All right, so look, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a tour. Let's just do them all back to back like a rapper. Like,
Smart.
but I'll educate. It's an education tour. Yeah. Just like a rapper will go before I'll do an education. Yeah. So I did a Cali tour. I got a strong fan base in Cali. I'll do a Cali tour. So I do 4 cities. I do like Sacramento. I do San Bernardino. I do LA, and then I do San Diego. I'm like 19. I can't get a rental. I like got to hire a driver named Dwayne. Yeah. And I got to hire a driver named Dwayne. And he got to like meet me out there. We got to fly out there. We got to get a car in Sacramento, start the tour. And he's going to drive me down California to like do this tour. And the dates are back to back. So we don't book a hotel. We don't have any hotels. We're just going to drive overnight. We'll switch off. I'll drive, he drive. Yeah. And like, we'll get there.
19.
Like, so like, fuck it, we're gonna trip. And then I don't even know Dwayne. This is my first time meeting him. Yeah. Wow. And like, Dwayne is like this guy that was also in the bar. He's a barber. I can't even remember if he was a barber, but he like liked the industry and like knew some other barbers. And like my boy that helped me like kind of like find the barbershops for me to go teach at. He was like, yo, Dwayne will drive you. We'll get it worked out. Take care of me, he'll take care of you. I'm like, I bet. Yeah. Fuck it, me and Dwayne gonna thug this shit out. Yeah. So we doing the tour and the tickets are selling. I'm like, this is lit. Like it's set up. And then I make my own merch. I fly out with my own bags. So I got all my bags and merch in the car, and I'm like going from city to city with my merch to like teach these classes. So remember, we don't got no hotel, but we get to Los Angeles, and the only fucking person I know in Los Angeles is Xavier. Wow. Yeah. So I get to Los Angeles, and I'm like, hey bro, I know like I gave you a haircut, a couple months ago, but like I'm in LA and you told me if I ever needed something I could ask you. And I kind of just need to exercise this right now, and I need a place to stay with my boy. Like I'm on this tour, and he was like, yeah, like come through. So like I come through, I give him a haircut, and we chill, and then like I'm like, all right, I gotta go teach a class. He was like, well, I'm gonna go to the studio, and like he's like, by the time you get back, I'm probably gonna be asleep. I'm like, all right, that's all good. Like, doors unlocked, whatever, key somewhere. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. I appreciate that. So I go and teach this class, and this class is really special too, bro, because it's like how I met my girlfriend too.
Really?
She didn't take the class, but her sister-in-law at the time and like somebody else from her school took the class. Yeah. Okay. And she saw me on her story. So like she DM'd me after that class because she saw me like on people's stories back to back. And she was like, I thought you wanted to do whatever. So like, she hit your boy up, but she, she hit me with some real different stuff in the DMs and like told me to like keep doing like whatever positivity I was doing because the world needed it. And I was like, wow, that was different. And at the time, I wasn't even doing what I'm doing now. I was just teaching for some fucking haircuts. So,
I didn't know that.
Well, that's what I want to ask. When is the inspirational?
Hold on. Let him get through this.
This gets fucking like, all right, so look, I teach the class. I get the DM from like my now girlfriend. And then like, shit was lit. LA class was lit. They showed love. And then I come back to the crib. Zay sleep. I come into the house trying to be quiet as hell with Dwayne. Yeah. And then like he comes out the room in his fucking underwear. And he's just like zombied, but like, yo, how was it? And he was so happy like just to hear that it went well. Yeah. And then he was like, hold on. I got something for you. And I was like, oh shit. All right. Maybe, some merch or whatever. Some I don't know. Yeah. he walks in the room, he comes back out with a jar of weed. And I don't even smoke. But I'm just so like, I can't believe he just did this favor for me. And it's not that I never smoked before. I just wasn't really like smoking. But I'm just like, obviously, like, you know, starstruck, excited. I'm coming off the high of the class, and I'm just like, I don't know how to tell you that I don't smoke. So I was like, well, would you smoke it with me? He was like, hell yeah, like man, rolled it up for me, and then like now I'm like, don't even smoke. But we sit on this couch, me, Dwayne, and Xavier, and we smoke a J, and like we just have this extremely deep convo. But at the time, it was the first. You would have like one of the first people that I told that I'm starting to see myself as like maybe I don't really like want to be this barber forever. You know, like I wanted to be like. Like I remember specifically, I was like, man, I think I might be like on some Gary Vee shit in the future. And like, you know, that shit. We like, you know, we fuck with Gary, but I remember in that, this is my boy now. And we both, now we both like, we know Gary, whatever, that's the homie. But
100%.
On that couch, I was like, man, I might be like, you know, Gary Vee one day. I think like I want to like inspire people, motivate them kind of more, because I'm coming off this like, wow, everybody in that class was really touched. Zay said, man, fuck Gary Vee. You the new Gary Vee. You the new Gary Vee. Fuck Gary Vee. You the new fucking Gary Vee.
That sounds about right.
That was the first time somebody ever told me that like I could do that shit for real, like to that magnitude. And not literally fuck Gary Vee. Like we love Gary Vee. But like he was saying like, you know, bro, you could be anything you fucking want. Why can't you? Is what he was telling me on this couch. I'm like high as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, man, I think so. So like, look, all this other funny shit. Yo, he gave us like the remote to the TV, and the shit was like, you remember that? You had to like hit that shit at a certain fucking angle to like turn the TV on.
Oh yeah.
And bro, my man Dwayne was trying to turn that fucking TV on so hard he couldn't find the
fucking button.
Because
it's on the
like
back,
the receiver was like wrong, and like Bryce trying to like turn the TV on and can't find like the connection in his fucking apartment.
My remote, the DirecTV remote. That fucking the sensor was like fucked up. Wow, I forgot all about that shit.
But I did not know y'all had these experiences.
You know, but like, bro,
I love hearing this.
Cause look, man, like when like a person like this, bro, like this is just who we are. You know, so like moments like that, they really mean a lot to the people that like have them with you. But like you're just you, and that's the energies you put out, and you share these moments with a lot of different people, bro. But like that was one with me that you probably like just thought was regular, but it stuck with me, bro, and it changed my life having that convo. Because when I came back, that's when shit started. Like I started getting on it. Like I have to change, man.
Wow. Hold on. Let me just touch on that. First of all, I didn't know nothing about the backstory like that. I remember everything though. Like he hit me up, and I was like, pull up. I was like, I got you, bro. It's nothing. You doing your thing. And you know, everything is facts. Everything is facts, and that's crazy because I remember sitting there on the couch, but I had no idea. I thought you was already finna turn up, like you was already convinced, like I'm gonna do this. So I thought I was just adding fuel to the fire, like bro.
And you did. I mean, like I wasn't really like convinced, but I'm like, you know.
Cause you was killing it, bro. Like when you hit me, like, bro, I'm on the tour. Cause I remember when you started the tour, I was like, damn, he doing something no one's ever did before. No other.
You showed me the flyer. You like, look at my boy. If it's big, he's fucking doing a tour. Like, what the fuck?
That's some different ass shit.
Yeah, some different shit.
And you did it. And like, bro, if I could, and how I thought was like, if I could help him, you know, complete this, what he wants to do, just by, you know, letting him crash and just taking care of him. Fuck yeah, bro. It wasn't no second thought. I was like, bro, slide.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, like, bro, think about it. Like, I mean, the home is just a sacred place already. Like, to be welcome to somebody's home is like a big thing, man. Like, when someone comes to your house, it's like a blessing, man. So, like, to be welcomed into his home is like, I already knew the love was like, it's just like as real as it can get.
Yeah. I love that story.
Wow, man. That's a great story. I'm so proud of you, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Very proud. Let's get a hand clap for everybody. Great story.
Hey, yeah.
So you get back to Atlanta. And you're this newfound inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, I get back to Atlanta, bro. I mean, shit's lit, bro. I'm fucking Lil Baby's barber. I'm Trey Young's barber. I'm cutting every rapper to come through the city. You know, shit's lit. I'm making all the money. I'm charging $100 a haircut. I'm like,
so
thinking this shit is not, you know.
How do these rappers hit you? Like, how are people hitting you? They just DMing you like, I need
yeah, people DMing me. People come through, you know, word of mouth. So, like, you know, but it doesn't even matter. Like, what matters is, like, you know, shit was amazing. Yeah. And I really, really felt empty. Yeah, really? Because I wasn't doing what I told you I was gonna do on the couch.
Oh wow!
I went back and I got swallowed into the money, into the celebrities, into the rapper shit, and I'm like, nah, like I thought I was gonna be like,
so you're not happy.
What we talked about.
Exactly.
Nah, man, because you just like, bro, think about how demanding it is for like when a rapper calls you for house call. Like, bro, I'm in the studio at 2 a.m. cutting 100 dudes out the hood, bro. That's just like disrespecting the fuck out of me. Like, like left and right, because I'm just there as a barber, bro. They don't know me personally. It's a transactional job. So like, I don't even know, no offense to anybody that like just treated me like that at that time, but like, I get it, I'm just there for the barber. Like, the barber. It's not, I don't got no fucking name in those studios. I'm the barber, So I remember this one night that I'm in the studio. I just cut, bro, like 10 heads or some shit crazy. It's 2 a.m. Yeah. My girl's asleep at the crib. My dog, like my whole shit is there. I'm like tired as hell. And an artist comes in, like a big artist, and he's like, bro, you gonna get me next? Like me, and he walks in with an entourage. I'm like, dude, when you start cutting in the studio, it's just you don't stop. Everybody wants to cut because it's convenient. And y'all know rapper lifestyle. Y'all can't even walk into the barbershops. Like it's just not really a safe thing for y'all to do anymore. So like everybody wants to get cut right there. Yeah. But I'm like, dude, I'm like dead tired. I ain't eat. Like I gotta go home. Yeah. And he said, well, I know for $100 you stay. Wow. I was like, what? I was like, man, no way, man. Like
$100.
But like, at this point, how much were you charging for cuts?
I mean, it was like, 200 to pull. I mean, it's 100, like whatever. But like, it doesn't.
It was the principle that he
don't matter if it was 10,000. I don't give a fuck if it was 10,000. Like, bro, like
he didn't respect.
I told you I have to be home to my family, bro.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? $100. So that was like a really hard moment for me where I was like, bro, this ain't right. Something ain't right with this shit. And then, at this peak of thinking I'm this like best barber and I'm chasing the idea of trying to be the best and the flyest and the sharpest. It's like running on a fucking treadmill. Yeah. It's a rat race to think that you would ever be the best in anything. To think that you would be the best rapper, to think that you would be the best at like, that's a fucking fake ideology. So like, it just doesn't exist. There's gonna be somebody younger than me, somebody faster than me. Like it's just gonna happen. It's inevitable. It'll be somebody younger with flyer raps, harder bars, harder this, and it's just the cycle that we live in when like shit repeats all the time. And I'm like, this not enough, man. Like I'm not doing enough to be remembered. Like so, COVID comes around at this time, and now I can't cut hair anymore. Damn. So like the thing that I built my life up to be and to be remembered as and to be recognized as this best great barber, I can no longer do. And it's not even my choice. It's out of my hands. I don't get like, y'all make
think
music.
COVID would be a little more like you would get more customers in COVID.
We can't. The shop shut down. I'm kicked out the shop. Like it's mad. Like you can't cut no more. I'm trying to think who the fuck am I now? Like really? Yeah. And in that moment, I had to the quote that changed my life was, don't let what you're good at define who you are. Yeah. Who are you if you can't do what you're good at? So I got to look in the mirror and I got to ask myself, who is Victor Fontanez if he can never do another haircut? Right? Who is Eddie Baker if you can never rap? Who's Xavier Wulf if you can never make another song? Yeah. Right? Difficult questions you got to ask yourself, but I was forced to because I couldn't do that thing no more. Right? And I don't know if it's ever going to get back to that point. Because now it's some backdoor ass shit. I'm fucking people coming to my house, COVID. Like this ain't it. This ain't what I wanted. Yeah. So in that time, I started to really just put more speaking, like more motivation videos out. And, to the motivation, I actually tried to do motivation back in Fayetteville. Like I've been trying to do these videos. And I remember you even supported those as corny as they were. Like looking back at them now, I was just like repeating things that I would hear other speakers say because I'm thinking like, oh, it's gonna hit because it hit for them. And like they said it, I could say it. And like people would like to hear this from me. And like, it just wasn't like, I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know. I'm a kid. I'm just like trying to be motivational. I like how it makes me feel. I want that feeling for others. And, I'm trying to figure it out. Right. And then like, one of my favorite artists is Jadakiss. And Jadakiss got this song called Things I've Been Through. Yeah. And he say, I can only speak on the things that I've been through. And I'm like, fuck, why am I speaking on like other people's like, quotes and speaking on other people's like stories? Like I'm repeating what they saying, thinking it was gonna work. Right. I didn't been through the things that I'm talking about. So like in that moment of COVID, I just started talking about what I was going through and what I felt. And people started like the energy from like when I first started those videos to like trying to do them now with COVID, when I really feel like I have to do this for myself, really started to change like how people were accepting it. Yeah. And people started to like it, right? But it's like half. Comments are saying, shut the fuck up and keep cutting. Other comments saying, man, thank you. But to me, it was purpose. And it's like this clear distinction now from passion and purpose. Right. I love to cut. That's the passion. Like you love to make music, the art of rap. Like you love, that's the passion. It is. But the purpose is why you making those songs. Why are you doing this shit? Exactly. So I found that now, like speaking, And, you know, I'm looking at like the videos and what it's doing for me and like how it's like making me feel. And like, yo, I'm doing a video about like motivation. And I'm looking at the analytics to that video and I'm like gaining 3 times as much followers from a motivation video than I am with this haircut video. Mm-hmm. You could compare the 2 pieces of content and see like what do people like more from me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. Like, what if I never go back to cutting at this point? Like, because people love this from me. Mm-hmm. But then like, you know, like I said, bro, I think barbering was a God-given gift to me. And in that time, I felt guilty for not utilizing that gift. Yeah. And just like, I think I'm still doing right by fulfilling purpose and motivating others because I feel like that's what I'm here to do. But I'm like, you know, why can I let that talent go to waste? Yeah. And I'm like, how do I use both? How do I merge these two to like really become like something for myself? Mm-hmm. So when we came out of COVID, I'm like, fuck this. I'm not chasing another rapper. I'm not chasing another like $100 cut. Like, I'm going to go give a stranger a haircut. And then this is gonna open the door for a conversation. It's like creating my own stage and my own platform. Like, fuck it, if ain't nobody gonna book me to speak, because I would like, man, I remember like asking my like old high school, can I come back and speak to the kids? And it's like, you know, I thinking I'm ready to come speak and represent, but it's like I really haven't done nothing yet. You know, I'm just like, I haven't done much yet. So like, I get it. They didn't want to let me come through it then, but you know, I got a great relationship now with my school system. But you know, I'm doing these videos because I'm like, fuck it. I'll create my own stage. I'll just create my own opportunity to talk about the shit I want to talk about, like, you know, have this person just be able to, you know, to feel heard and to like speak to me. So, you know, I was intentional. I knew that I'm already known as a 5 celebrity barber. So like giving free haircuts on the street already was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Exactly.
And then I knew that like, you know, I look away and I'm thinking, I'm putting it together as far as like producing and thinking like, can I make this shit work? Like, is it going to work? And, you know, when I did it, it was like, you know, it instantly started like gaining traction on TikTok. It's the first time I posted on TikTok, and like, you know, that was the start to like getting to where I'm at now. But you know, in like retrospect to like how I, you know, where I'm at is like, you know, I've realized barbering is just a vehicle, bro. And like, it's not what I'm meant here. It's not what I'm here to do. It's not what I'm meant to be doing. It's just like, it's supposed to get me to realize what I'm, you know, what my purpose is. And like now, you know, we keep talking, but like, that's how I got really to that position. It's like, I know what I'm here for now.
And that's crazy. I never knew, you know, that story to why you started doing it, how you doing it. Because I think it was genius, bro. I love it. I sit there and watch like the videos where you know, say some real shit, bro. I swear to God, I do. And it's not corny, bro. It's like real. It's like, damn.
Now you know why? Now with it, because I'm like, I'm speaking from the heart now. Like now I'm like, all right, that's the only way this shit is ever gonna work. Right. And it's same with like music, like same with like, you know, but you could take my bars, but if it ain't not yours, the fans not gonna respond, bro. Like if it's not, if it ain't come from me, you just can't hit it like I hit it, you know? So that's why you feel it, like, because I only speak through experience. It's the only way I could relate. And if I don't know, I just won't speak on it, bro. Like for real.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. You come up with your own like messages, bro.
Yeah, well, like, and I do it like an artist, like, bro. I'll be in the crib, and you know, I'll hear some shit, and then I'll start like writing like rough draft. I got like little voice memos in my phone of like a song. Like when you catch a little like a cadence in your mind for a song, like that's me like with like a word or a quote. And I'll start doing a little rough draft on my voice notes or my video, and then like I'll use that for reference later. And then like I'm like, all right, Jay, get the camera. Like I'm about to just like start putting it together, and then it'll become like whatever it becomes on the camera. But like, you know, I'll just like, if it comes in my mind, I want to just like save this somewhere and like remember. So very, you know, y'all know, man, amazing. Y'all know the vibe, bro. Like you know, you get that, you know, that vision.
And that's crazy because I'm sorry, real quick, I just, bro, you saying all this shit, I'm just like taking it in because it's crazy.
It's
I'm envisioning it. Yeah, it's epic. No other barber, first off, has done shit like this, and then you mixing that with actually like caring. Because like, look, people out there, a lot of people want to be motivational speakers. They want to be, you know what I mean? And they're fucking like I'm saying, like pulling shit from here and there. Or they're not speaking on shit that they've been through, like you are, type shit. They're not making their own shit up. Like you go through. I can tell like you go through some shit and be like, okay. After you get through it personally, you got something to say about it. And it's something to help somebody else that's going through the same shit.
Man, it's instant. Like, yo, it'd be that's like crazy, instant. Bro. I remember, like, what was it like? You know, it's like, man, some shit that happened to me, like, fucking noon.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, I had a camera. I got to get this shit off my fucking, like, chest, man. Like,
wow.
Who do you listen to for motivation?
I mean, I catch motivation everywhere, honestly, you know, because it doesn't really exist in, like, one person that I idolize. It's like, you could be motivated by anything, man. And now I'm motivated by like weird shit now that I never thought I'd be motivated by. Like I didn't even know like the type of mind that I had earlier. Like now, like I'm inspired by like Japanese architecture and like shit like that. Like, You know, because like architecture and like the way that people build and design shit, like especially when you look at like some Japanese architecture is like it's intention. Yeah. And that's what I feel like, you know, has became my life was being intentional with anything that I do. And if you look at like architecture like that, like or like any fine architect, like the like to like functional living, like when they design something and it's a really like ergonomically designed to like fit the space that it's in, and it like, you know, that like shit like that inspires me, man, because somebody was intentionally thinking about like creating a solution to something for somebody. And like that type of detail is how I detail like my life now, and anything that I approach is like it needs to be intentional. It can't be the IKEA shit. It's got to be like architecture, man. So like I'm finding motivation now, like from all types of different shit, man. Just like self-motivation through my family, through like being from the Ville and looking at that, you know, anything, bro. I could catch it anywhere.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Y'all hear that, man?
This
interview is crazy.
This interview is crazy.
I'm just learning. I'm listening.
You know, where do y'all get motivated? I mean, y'all tell me, because I got the same questions. Like, I mean, bro, at this point now, let me ask y'all this, because like at this point now with y'all career, but y'all are like vets. I mean, y'all have like done this for so long. At this point, what's the motivation now for y'all in music? Or is there motivation still in music for y'all?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I like inspiring people still. I love inspiring people. And then, of course, my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making sure that I can support my family, help them out. But the inspiration, I love kids telling us that, like, you help me do music and you help me inspire me. Like, I'm sure as you the same, you know what I'm saying? I love
it's
that.
Precious.
That's what keeps me going. Like, I love that feeling.
And that's the same thing for me too. But like me personally, when I'm at the store, my store, and I'm having like kickbacks, like meet and greets, basically, where they come to the store, shop, kick it, and just seeing the way they feel about me, like how they feel about me. Like for real. Now it's like younger kids too. It's just like, you know, what really, you know, gets me, you know, is when like, you know, they ask for a pic and I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's nothing. And like their hands are like shaking.
I've never seen you tell somebody no to a photo.
No, exactly. I can't do it.
I've never seen you ever tell somebody no to a photo.
I can't do it.
I gotta say that. That's but if he ever told you no, I don't know, because somebody in the car, he told me no.
No, the worst he'll do is be like, hurry up, come on, last one, hurry up.
I swear to God, I'm trying to go. Bro, I've never seen you not give somebody a photo. But I carry that same like intention now, because like I know what it meant to look up to you. Yeah. And when you brought me in, that's the feeling I had. So I'm like, yo, I'm in a position where people look up to me now. And like I know what that felt like when I looked up to you, bro, and you brought me into that concert and y'all showed me love like it was family. That changed my life. So like now I'm in a position where people look up to me and I'm like, who am I to fucking like not, like it ain't gonna kill me to sit here for 30 more, like 10 more seconds, bro, for you to get a selfie. Like, who am I, bro, to act like this shit is like, like just fucking given to me all of a sudden. Like, bro, I remember days in the garage with no AC. Like I was on live, I would be on IG live and it would be one person in there, like I'm on fucking FaceTime. You know, like the fact that people like appreciate what I do now, like I'm never taking that for granted.
Yeah, so, that's wild.
Now that you have this platform, you've done the barbering thing, you're doing the motivational talk, you're killing social media. What are the next business things you're thinking about getting into? Next business opportunities you're thinking about getting into?
I mean, tons that like have opened up for my life. I mean, this year has been incredible as far as like what my business is and the deals I've been able to be in. Like, man, I had my first commercial this year on TV.
Really?
And it was with Rockstar. Shout out to my Rockstar family, bro.
Whoa.
The face of
my God. Bro. I fucking saw you. Wait, I just remember. No, I swear to God. I swear to God. A few weeks ago, bro, I was with my girl and the TV was on. And I was like, bro, that's fucking Vic. I said, that's fucking Vic. Like, I went crazy.
Bro, I got a commercial. Like, bro, like, you know, it's you know, so surreal, but like this aired during the NBA finals, bro. Like I'm watching the finals with my family in the living room with my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I'm on TV. Wow. The highest level.
Wow. Now pull up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my boy. I know him. I did see this. This is epic.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, I know that guy.
They recreated my mom's garage in the commercial, bro. They did a set design. I showed them a photo of my mom's garage, and they remade my mom's garage, bro.
That is fucking crazy, bro. I remember seeing that, bro. I was so proud, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
That's epic.
So like, you know, this year's been amazing, but like the thing that I'm most proud about, man, is that like when I pray to God and I ask him, like, yo, I want to have impact. I want to be able to inspire. Like, I'm ready to receive that regardless of what that looks like. It doesn't need to look a certain way, right? Like, you know, it's like for anything, you know, you pray for a child, however that child comes, like you just pray for it. Like, I just need a baby. God, like give it to me. I'm ready to receive whatever you have for me. So, you know, like I'm praying for this impact. And then like one day I get this like text from my brother named Scott Budnick. And he's like, yo, what's up, bro? My name is Scott. You know, we had a mutual in the NBA. They gave him my number. I get this random ass text. And he's like, yo, I produced The Hangover. I produced Project X. You know, Just Mercy. I own a production company. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm about to be in Hangover 4. Oh, fuck. I'm about to be in Hangover 4. This is it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, bro, what's up, Scott? Like, what you need, man? And he's like, yeah, you know, I work in the prison system, man. I've been working in prison reform for the last 20 years. Like the kids in the juvenile share your videos a lot, and that's how I found you. I want to take you to a prison. I'm like, psh, I mean, like what? Like, you know, he's like, I think there's an opportunity here for you to bring some change. I'm like, you know,
it's not Bradley Cooper, but
I ain't never like think that like, you know, I'm going to be doing like prison reform in my life, like, because I don't have an immediate connection to incarceration. Not like I was locked up with my uncle or my brother's locked up and like, oh, I want to go make this change. Like I asked God, I want to make impact, God, and you know, however that looks, give it to me. So when I got that call, I'm like, let me just go into it with an open mind. So in the same time, when we talk about business, I think that I'm about to open a creative studio in Atlanta. And I already found a spot. I got an 8,000 square foot building in the middle of Midtown Atlanta. I'm about to sign a 5-year lease for $10,000 a month for this building. And I'm like, this is it. I'm about to open the studio. I'm going to teach barber classes here. I'm going to like do my barber shit here. I'm still thinking like, you know, I'm like going to keep doing this little, like this barber shit or whatever. And then like, yo, I go to LA 2 weeks later. And it's just, you know, I'm waiting, you know, at the same day, I'm also waiting for the contract back for this building. And I'm explaining to Scott and everybody like, hey man, you know, this is cool, but I'm about to open this like, you know, this building up in Atlanta. But we go into Lancaster prison, which is like an hour, 20 minutes out of LA. And I spend like 8 hours in there, like, you know, from morning to like, you know, about 5, kicking it with the inmates and like just talking and going on a tour, like just life-changing experience, you know, not to get in that day. But when I come out, my lease is ready to sign for the building when I come out, because I can't have my phone inside. So I'm waiting for it when I go inside. When I come out, lease is ready, and I just knew that I couldn't sign it. I knew that like there was something here that I was feeling like you know, conviction to. And, you know, in the history of California prison system, there's never been a barber program for them to get the license. You know, because they withheld it through like the straight razor or whatever. They didn't want to give them, you know, a chance to get a barber's license. So that just had this. So Scott was like, we can do it. Like, we can do it. We could put the first one here. Like, I promise we could do it. And I'm like, all right, man, like, shit, let's do it.
Right.
And then now, you know, it's been a year since we started that journey. And, you know, bro, we've been approved for the first barber program in the history of California prison system, man. And we got approved for construction and like, that's starting. So like, that's like, I'm extremely proud about that because like, I mean, we all probably come from a very similar background growing up in like East Memphis and like, we see what incarceration can do to our community and our and in our families.
My dad did 10 years.
I mean, man, it really changes you as a person, and it really like it hurts a lot, bro. And some guys get out, and you know you're supposed to rehabilitate when you get locked up. You're supposed to go in and be able to come back out as a better human being when you get reconnected with society. But that's not what it is built like in America, man. It's kind of just built to hide away social problems. If there's a problem in the social world, you know, we'll fix it by fucking locking people up and getting rid of it. I just don't want to see it. So if it's not in my vision, it doesn't exist. So that's like the idea of prisons in America. And, you know, it's fucked up because, I mean, there's innocent people locked up too at the same time. Like there's a lot of like different situations in this prison. You know, I got empathy, of course, because, you know, I work with reform, but then I also have a heart for victims. So it's like, it's a weird space, but like, I remind myself, brothers, that I'm not the one to judge anybody. Right. None of us are. So like, I'm not going in there judging. I'm going in there like, how can I help? And, you know, so, you know, it's something about my life, man, that I'm just like extremely like grateful to be in, man. And it just comes down to empathy. And if you could feel for somebody else, bro, you can make a change. So like that's to me is like to give somebody not, you know, give a man a fish, eat for the day, teach him how to fish, eat forever. Like, bro, somebody 100 years later, when I'm in the fucking dirt, is gonna graduate from my program, man, one day hopefully, and like go and restart their life and be able to provide, and like, you know, that's you know, I don't get $1 from that, you know, like this, I don't get nothing from that. Like that alone in itself is like everything that I ask God for. Like man, let me be here for something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Like
amazing.
I'm extremely proud of that. And then as far as like other business, I mean, like, bro, business is business.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
we're blessed. We have amazing platforms and voices. Like business is always gonna be business, bro.
Yeah.
So like there's lots of little things I'm working on and shit like that. But like that's the number one thing I'm most proud about. And then all the other shit is just fucking business. You know, people are gonna support and do this. It'll have its own life. But
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
that's important to me for sure.
You're more focused on inspiring.
Yeah, because like everything else will handle itself.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
bro, when you chase, what they say, when you chase money, it's gonna run.
Right.
So if money is the motive for what you want, like, bro, that shit'll keep fucking running right in front of you. You get it and you realize, like, goddamn, like this shit ain't really like, this shit ain't really what the fuck I thought. It just come with more problems, more taxes, more bullshit, more like money. Like
That's right.
it's whatever, bro. Like, but when you focus on what is my purpose, why am I here? You like money and success is a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
Like you don't think like God wants you to have that money, bro. He wants you to have a fat ass crib with the fucking BMW with the all. He wants you to have all that,
Yeah.
but you don't idolize that.
Yeah.
You focus on what, like, if I believe that I will be as impactful as I pray that I will be one day, is money not going to be a part of that? Of course, money will be a part of that
you're right.
process. Like this, it's just going to come. It'll find myself. Like look at Rockstar, bro. I mean, I'm on TV, you know, like that's a great deal that I got, but like that came because somebody believed in the vision of what I'm doing. So like, I thank Rockstar because they allowed me to be myself on TV, bro.
right.
I didn't get up there to do anything other than tell my authentic story. So like to be able to have a brand or somebody that believes you that much, to be able to like say, we're going to take your story to here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like shit like that is important, bro. Money will come. Like it's just going to come like,
That's
you know, it's
so
whatever.
true. That's so true, and that's what I be trying to tell people. That's why the interview I did with Eddy a few weeks ago, last month, that's the same thing I was trying to tell you kids, man. You gotta focus on what you love. What is your passion? Why are you here? What are you doing? And the money fucking comes all afterwards. Great shit. That's
Bro,
great shit.
thank you,
baby.
bro, for real.
That's real.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. I saw you at the Israel Strata fight.
Oh yeah,
How'd
the
you get
UFC
in there?
joint.
Yeah, how'd you get in there, and how'd you end up being
Well,
able
you know,
to
like
ask the
UFC,
questions?
UFC reached out. You know, UFC is a partner at like the agency I'm with WME, and like UFC is a close partner. You know, my agents work close with UFC,
Yeah.
so like you know, UFC's come around, they invite me out to come to the fight as a special guest, and they want me to kind of vlog, show the experience, and
Yeah.
you know, I go to the press conference. I get to, you know, that moment was funny to me because like I've never been to a UFC fight. First of all,
Either.
so my first time being at a UFC fight,
You're in New York.
I'm a big Izzy fan. Like he's the man. He's fighting again. It's a serious situation. And I come to the press conference. They give me the first seat at the front of the press conference. It's lit in there. Crowd like screaming like I'm a fucking fight. I'm like, wow, this is nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, could I ask a question? Like, yeah, you could get like a question in the press conference. I'm like, oh, that's a good moment, man. That's awesome. Like, but like it's one question.
Yeah.
I get one question. And I'm like, you know, fuck, I'm known for like these deep questions. But I don't know. I know UFC, but I've never been to a press conference. I know that people like just like to talk shit or whatever. And it's like, oh, what are you gonna do on Saturday to him? And it's like, man, I need to like make sure I like really like either get remembered here. I want to create a moment. I want to like something real. And you know, I kind of go to the back and I'm asking the social media guy who runs like UFC social, this younger dude. I'm like, yo, like, I don't really like know Izzy personally. Like, I'm gonna ask him a question. What do y'all think I should ask? Because I wanted to be among. Obviously, it's gonna get clipped and like people are gonna run with it. So like, what should I do? Should I go for the deepest? Like, because I could get him. I could take it there. I could take it there. Or, you know, what's the vibe? Should I ask like the funny, something funny? You know, like whatever, some lighthearted shit.
Right.
He's like, nah, man. Izzy's a deep guy, bro. He's in tune with himself. He's deep, man. Go for the heart.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, dog. I'm gonna go for the heart now, bro. Like, all right now.
Yeah.
So then I'm like putting my trust in like the social dude, and like I feel good because I'm like, you know, I like those questions too. And I'm at the press conference and like, all right, so I get up and like there's two mics on each side because like two sides of the crowd get to go up to the mic to ask a question and then switch to this side.
Yeah.
Then somebody lines up and then switch to this side. So I line up, and when I line up, now the whole like crowd watching the press conference see I'm lined up. They start screaming, Vic, that's what's lit. I'm like, oh shit, all right. Everybody's watching me stand there. They know I'm about to ask a question. I'm known for being a question. They all got their camera recording me, and I'm like, all right, bet. I got a fucking phenomenal ass question.
Yeah.
Fire ass question for his ass. So, I'm like, wondering for myself, like, hey, bro, like, Izzy, like, bro, you're an inspiration. You're championing the world. There's a lot to be proud about, man, looking from the outside in, but like, what's something about yourself that you're proud about that like we don't know? Like, what is like something about yourself that like, I'm proud that I overcame this or whatever.
Right.
And it was a great question, deep question.
That was a great question.
It stumped him and he's like, like trying to answer. And then all I hear from the crowd is, what kind of fucking question is that? I'm like, fuck! Damn, man!
The ignorant UFC fan.
What the fuck? Get him the fuck out of here! And I'm like, man, bro. And then Izzy's like, bro, Izzy loved the question. He tried to give me a real answer. He really sat there and tried to give me a real answer. And because I know he wasn't going to even fucking, like, he's not that type of guy, bro. I know he's not that type of guy. So, like, I think he's trying to answer it. And then he kind of realized, I'm not gonna really like come up with this question, like this answer right now. But probably good question, bad timing. I've done this shit fucking so many times. So, and then like so he's like, oh Uber, I cook, or I cooked a lot, and I could, funny little answer. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, and I just say, bet that. Yeah. And I go sit down. I should have asked him I could have kept it going. I was too nervous. I'm like, fuck. I started feeling the crowd. Yeah. And then by the time I sat in my chair, UFC already clipped it and tweeted it to the Twitter, and I'm just getting fucking fried on Twitter from UFC fans left and right. Like, man, fuck UFC fans are ruthless.
Yeah, I figured that much. That's crazy.
But it was a phenomenal experience. Then I got to cut and interview Francis. We watched that right before. So it was amazing, bro.
How was that relationship? Like Francis, how was that?
I mean, it was my first experience, meeting this guy. I know he's champion, and they send me a little bio on him, and I kind of know his story, but I'm reading it on paper. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you read somebody's story on paper, you could kind of you read it in your perspective. You kind of read it in your own voice. So I'm reading his story, and I'm just this is legit. This is insane. Yeah. And then I go to cut him and interview him, and in this cut convo, it is it's a very I don't got a lot of time, bro. I kind of got to be. I got to get to it. Mm-hmm. I got to ask the right things. I got to because I'm producing now. I'm making this moment happen. Yeah. And I'm just trying to get to the story. I'm trying to get him to open up, and we're joking. I'm trying to cracking. I'm just tell me about your your transition from Cameroon to Paris. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because he had this amazing this insane story, and the first thing he says was transition. And I was like, yeah, how'd you get to from Cameroon was obviously in Africa. How'd you get all the way to Paris? And he's like, yeah, that's disrespectful. Because if you knew what I went through to get here, you wouldn't ask me how's my transition. I was like, oh fuck, but then it's not he was even trying to really check me, just let me know what he went through is
crazy.
We watched it right. I'm gonna send it to you.
I already seen it. I liked it. I double tapped it. I saw it the other day. Yeah, I saw that shit.
So but I'm obviously from my heart I don't mean to disrespect. So I'm bro, I apologize. Could you I just want anything from that that you can share that somebody could educate me then, bro, because I'm just here to listen and have this moment with you. Mm-hmm. So he gets into it. Obviously my heart. I was just trying to talk, man. I'm trying to do my job, and we get into it though. He opens up, tells me the story, the whole night. It's ridiculous, man. What a moment, and then I really, really just was trying to be present at that time, and I cherish that time now because it was just a moment, man. It's just a moment. That's the only way you can explain it. It's a moment, man.
A moment, wow. And I didn't know all that happened. You know what I mean? Because I just saw the clip. You see what you get, what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I got to make a 2-minute I got to make a 2-minute video, so I sat with him for an hour to create this 2-minute video, so that's how content gets made. So you spend so long with somebody, you got to capture audience in a short amount of time. So
I want to go back to you at the Izzy fight. You were talking about you were kind of nervous because it was a big crowd. Do big crowds make you nervous?
Which big crowd? What do you mean?
When you were talking around the press conference, it was a big crowd of people. When you were answering your question.
I mean, big crowds. Of course, because I'm not fucking the most bulletproof, fast, motivational. I'm fucking scared of the world. Man, every day I'm scared to go ask someone to give me a free haircut. This is how I live, bro. It's just natural. Sometimes I walk in a room, I feel like a shadow. Sometimes I walk in, I feel like a star. Yeah. That's just natural. So people need to understand that first. None of us are fucking bulletproof. You see us as artists. You see us as people on social media. And it's we the fucking same, bro.
Yeah.
I get social
Exactly.
anxiety sometimes too. I'm nervous about the way people perceive my message. I'm like, I hope you receive me for me. Like all that shit goes to my mind all the time. But like as far as crowds, you know, like I don't know. It's not like I'm not. Y'all scared of crowds? Like,
Well, I mean, like,
y'all
do you-
not scared of crowds?
I mean, like, do you
We were.
see you getting to that level to where, like, you know, you're
well, a lot of my
talking
stuff
to-
lives on social, so let's like I don't really like perform in front of a crowd more than anything, but I do in a way of like this is gonna be seen by millions when I post it. But maybe if I seen a million people in front of it, it might be a fucking totally different feeling, bro.
That's what I was about to ask you. What if you had to do like a speech? Like, what if you did?
Oh yeah, I'm a body that shit.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Nah, yeah,
like,
nah.
you know what I mean? I'm talking about gymnasium
Oh, nah.
at the
Oh,
college.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
I'm
like,
talking
yeah,
about the
no, I'm just being
college.
honest. Like, I feel that, but like, oh, dog, I'm a dog. Like, don't forget that I'm a fucking dog. Like, if
right.
you put me in front of that stage, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do my thing. Like, it's not a
Right.
doubt.
That's
Because
But
the
I do
next
feel
tour
that
might
on
be
the
bigger.
inside.
You know, next tour. Like, what if you do venues this time? you
Yeah,
know?
like, you know, so, but I'm, yeah, like, yo, you put me in front, I've spoken in front of a couple hundred people before and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I love that feeling, you know, but that is also a totally different lane.
Really?
It's a live performance. How many artists y'all know that can do a live performance?
Hold on.
I
First
mean,
of all,
you're doing
that's
pretty good
easy.
on this damn interview. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying like the crowd. There's a lot of things that come into a stage performance and being in a stadium and like this. It takes hours, bro, to like get. So y'all would see y'all
Right.
feeling like
But
tell
listen,
me.
listen. All right, so if I feel like this, man, doing a show with a crowd, that's easy to me because it's like all I'm doing is just
what you do?
being aggressive myself, just like letting out steam and shit like that. I'm not really trying to persuade people or like make or like encourage them. You know what I mean? I'm there to fucking spit my shit, right? And the kids, you know, they're there to turn up. They want to mosh. They want to do that, right? They come there for that. We just all fucking shit up. At a speech, if I had to speak in front of a college or something like that, bro, I would be fucking nerve-wracked because that's different. I can't wow them by running across the stage and doing shit. I have to sit there and like explain shit and
It's
like try to
intimate, yeah, like-
yes, and they're sitting there listening. They're not trying to, you know, there's no music.
Yeah.
It's just
Nah,
me.
it's raw.
that's-
Like, it's
like-
raw.
But
That's
you talk about like
amazing,
a
bro.
Gary
That's
V,
amazing.
like you're going in that lane now, and I don't even want to say Gary V. Like I feel like you're going in that TED Talk lane, like to where we might be seeing a TED Talk in the next year or two.
Yeah,
and
I hope
yes.
so. You know, like let's speak it now. You know, like
Nah, let's speak it
one
now.
day I hope I have a TED Talk. So
Yeah, you
No,
will.
I
we
think
could
that's
clip
coming.
this shit. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
100%
And I'll be there.
If it doesn't,
Bro,
yeah, I'll be
Please,
there.
yeah, I need y'all. I'll make sure. We'll make sure. Yeah.
Because what you know, like I said, I see if you book a venue, 100, 200, maybe 1,000 people, why wouldn't they come? You know what I'm saying? People want inspiration. People need that, especially like you were doing it in the time, you know, Corona time, where people really needed uplifting
You
words.
know what? Also, I feel like, man, is like I don't know if I ever really want that because it's not. I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like this guy that is like corporate
Superstar.
public speaking. Like I do this like it's an art to it. I appreciate that art and I'm inspired by like motivational speakers, Inky Johnson, Eric Thomas. You guys changed my life and like show me this. So I've been booked for like private speaking and like you know speaking to CEOs. Shit like I've done like some shit like that. You know, but as far as like, do I think I really want to be, you know, like this guy that is like only speaking to like major crowd? Like I don't know, bro, because I really like the intimacy of like just
people.
being around
That's
and just
amazing.
being me. And it's like I don't really know if it's a performance.
Okay, I
because I
got it.
feel like it might just be a conversation. Sometimes I feel like I need a Q&A to get shit started. Like
That's what I
get
mean,
it.
like big giant
Yeah.
Q&As. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now let me ask this. So you see what you're doing now, right? You're walking up to people in the street, right? What's the next? Because pretty soon you're gonna get, you know, too big to a point where you probably can't really. I mean, you can still do it if you want,
big
but like
as
you
hell
can't
now.
really.
It's hard now, it's hard now,
bro,
but-
yeah, most of the people you run up on, they're like, I know you. I've seen that change. I saw it go from yeah, you can cut me to whoa, you're that. I know you. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Now, what are you doing? What's the next level from that? What are you gonna do when that gets too big? When you
I
gonna
mean,
do-
yo, I mean,
'cause it's
I don't
gonna
have
happen.
an. I wish I had an answer for you, bro. But
I feel you.
I don't because I think it'll figure itself out.
Yeah.
You know, I think it'll figure itself out.
Hey,
but
that's
like
real. That's real.
the like the focus, like the goal is like, what's the goal, right? Inspire and motivate at the highest level. Whatever that looks like, I'm gonna go and chase that.
yes.
So like that may look like, you know, now I've been pitching, bro. I'm pitching for like unscripted. I got like, I'm trying to go television. I'm trying to do all this, bro. I'm trying to like take it to that level of like, if I'm here to inspire, I want to go to the highest level. The highest level of like entertainment is obviously TV. So like I've dreamed of now being like, I want to create content at the highest level.
Fire.
I want to do I want to take it there. So, I mean, that, you know, of course, I would love to be on TV one day. I'm working on that now. I had a pitch earlier today. I had a pitch before I walked here.
Yeah, you hit me.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't even know what you meant when you said pitch too. I didn't.
Oh
know
no,
what you
yeah,
meant
I'm
by
pitching.
that.
I'm pitching shows. I'm pitching all types. I'm fucking fishing every day for it, bro.
You said
so
you're signed to WME. That's
WME,
William Morris, right?
Yeah, William Morris. Yeah,
That's epic. Congratulations.
I mean,
Get a hand clap for that.
super
One of the biggest
epic. Yo,
agencies in Hollywood.
bro. I mean, like
He would know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
I
want to
mean,
be
bro,
a movie.
I mean, my agent's Brad Slater, which is like, you know,
man.
same agent as Dwayne Johnson.
I know who that
like,
is.
Yeah, like insane, bro. But also, I got like a team, amazing team, Riley, Rachel, Josh. Like, I got this amazing team at
Yeah.
WME. But like, even that, man, like, I remember the day I even met Brad and got that, like, had that happen for me. I had one agent before. Shout out to Emma, man, the first agent I ever had. Like, just started popping on TikTok, and I'm getting like, you know, little boohoo deals to wear, like, you know, boohoo clothes or like, you know, Sheen or some shit, like, you know, just starting getting me little deals, and then like, you know, I'm like, you know, we ain't really communicating, like, you know, vibing the best, and it's like, I kind of I need a different situation. And my brother Scott that I told you about earlier, I'm in LA with him one time, and he's like, hey man, like, you know, Springfield, they want to meet with you, which is LeBron's production company, about the shop and this opportunity in the shop. And I'm like, oh fuck, like the shop.
Yeah.
You know, like that's big. LeBron's show, the shop is really big. And, you know, of course I would love to be on the shop.
Yeah.
But like at this time, now I'm like, I would love to be on the shop, but I want to be the one in the chair. I don't want to be the barber cutting. That's not what I'm here for. My mind is convinced. I'm not built to be anywhere cutting hair anymore.
I love that.
So when I go to this meeting, it's like four of us in the meeting, and Brad Slater's there because he represents Bron for, like, you know, TV, television. He's on part of that team. So Brad's there helping, and then like for some reason the other two guys to the meeting were late. So now it's just me, Scott, and Brad. And Scott and Brad have a great relationship. This is how we get here. We connecting dots. Now Scott's like, you know, for me, connecting me with whoever and anybody, and like, we're at the top. We're at we're in Beverly Hills at the top of like a fucking rooftop ass restaurant in Beverly Hills. Draymond Green is like eating right next to us. I'm like, man, what the fuck is happening right now, yo? And I get this chance to sit down with Brad before the other guys show up, and I just knew, like, all right, I don't even know who he is or what he does, and I'm just like, we just tell him who I am. Yeah. So I get this like one-on-one 15 minutes to talk to this guy, and like, you know, shit, he knew right there. Like, we both knew, like, you know, he's coming. He's smart, very smart ass guy. He knew right there, all right, this dude's a star. So we had this meeting, and it turns out like, yeah, they wanted me to come on the show and cut, and like, I got friends that cut on that show, like my guy Vince and a lot of amazing barbers on there, but it's just not. I don't see myself as a barber. You know, so I can't go and do that. So like, yeah, man, we want you to come on the show for an episode, just talk, do your thing. And I'm like, my thing is speaking. You know, do you know that? Like, my thing is actually speaking. It's not really cutting. Yeah. You know, so like, with all due respect, like, I have to deny this opportunity to be on the show because, like, I love that. Even though it's LeBron and like, this is probably it would be the biggest platform I've ever stepped on, like, it's not the way that I envisioned myself stepping on it. And I gotta say no to that. As much as like, I was like, damn, I would love to be there. Who wouldn't fucking say yes? Like, you ask another barber to be on the shop. So like, you know, but in my guys' event, they do amazing work on it, bro. I love those guys that do cut on the shop, but I just imagine myself being the one to sit in the chair this time. I don't want to be there to cut. So I had to deny that opportunity, but out of that meeting still, like, I have my agent now, and I've been over at WME, and it's been like a life-changing experience being with like a team now that wakes up every day and is just like, what can we do to make this shit happen? Like, so now I'm seeing what a real team could do, and like, my life changed this year being with them, and you know, we're hurdling in the next year, lining a lot of like amazing things up. So, you know, being with WME was amazing, but it happened with that random ass accidental late meeting on the top of, like, you know, in Beverly Hills, and it's like, now we're here a year later. Bro, I just got Forbes 30 on the 30 the other day.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
I feel like this is like some fucking wild. It's like some insane. I'm like, I can't believe we're talking about, like, dude, yeah, like, yes, like, they're just fucking this trip, bro. Like, I've had the most spiritual, like, trip this week, man. I fucking wake up the other morning.
How does that feel?
I mean, you know, like, you don't do this for notoriety, right? You don't like grind and chase purpose because I hope to be on like Forbes one day. That's not why you do this shit. So it's not like I want that really bad, but bro, when you get celebrated, that's a really good fucking feeling. To finally be celebrated and like have somebody be like, we recognize what you're doing, bro.
Man.
And so like that really meant a lot to me, to my family. Like,
430, man, 30 under 30.
I would ask you. That's amazing. Did you know? Did it just happen?
Well, like it's a process. Like, you know, I didn't know I won at all, bro. I knew that I got submitted. And I had to like answer this you know, survey about myself and like answer some questions about, you know, who I am and shit. And they got to go through my, like, dude, it's crazy. It's like I'm taking a fucking test, like an exam.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. It's like a long ass Forbes exam. Like every 30, you gotta, you know, fill this shit out. And I just like, whatever, man, I'll fill it out. And then they hit me up like, yo, you got to do another, you know, you got to do another form. I'm like, God damn, another one? Like, so I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't know, if it takes all this, I don't really want this, bro. So like, I'm like, whatever, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I do the form again. And like, you know, you don't know you're going to win. It's like, everybody wants 30 under 30. Like, what the fuck? Especially because I'm in the social media category. That's such a broad category now. Like, and, you know, so it's like, that's a big one for a lot of people. And, you know, the other day, it was like Tuesday, you know, I get a call in the morning. Someone calls me in the morning from Atlanta. I'm in LA, so obviously I'm on West Coast time, but they're like 3 hours ahead. They call me, it's 6:30 for me. I wake up, I'm like, God, you know, fuck calling me. I'm like, hey, I'm in LA, man. Like, call me later. But now I can go to sleep. But I'm up for a reason. I'm up now. I'm just sitting there, like, you know, you wake up middle of the night, you just can't go back to sleep. And then like, yo, I kid you not, 6:30 they call me. 6:47, Rachel texts me and was like, 30 on 30.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. I go over to my girl. I'm like,
damn.
Wake up. Wake up. Like, you know, supposed like that moment is like, you know, just really special, bro, because like I got there for being me.
Yeah.
Like that was most important is I got there for being me, bro. Like, you know, and I'm gonna say this, man, like I get it, like motivation, mental health, shit like that, like it's something we all experience individually, but like to be like accepted in like culture in the world for like trying to be like that's a difficult thing, bro. Yeah. People don't bump my shit in the club. Yeah. Right. If I go to the club where everybody else got all the clout and the rat and the jewelry and the shit like that, like ain't nobody trying to get fucking motivated to hear, like you fucking loser. Like nobody's trying to hear that shit, man. Like God, if somebody plays my like, you know, so I get it. So like, you know, it doesn't really look like it's the cool thing from the inside out, but I really believe in the things that I'm fucking saying and doing. Yeah. And I think that I'm here for a purpose. And I know that like the shit I'm doing is so fucking like, regardless of the whatever notoriety or award I could get, I believe in it. Yeah. And I'm willing to do that shit and stand on it by any means necessary. Like I don't care what I ever receive out of this because it fulfills me. Right. So like getting 30 on 30, I'm like, you know, fuck, I got celebrated, man, in a big way. And this is what's most important about this fucking article.
What?
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you read it.
All right.
I love that. He got it ready. Like, having this
read. I need you to read the first sentence. Okay. Just read the first sentence, bro, and it tells you how special it is to me. Like, because this is like, hold on. Let me put a little screenshot up.
I'm ready.
I love that.
Ready, my boy. 30 under 30, man.
Man, that is. I know, nigga on the
read
floor.
the first sentence.
When Victor Fontanez, a former celebrity barber from Atlanta.
A
former celebrity barber from Atlanta. Is that what gets you right there? That is crazy.
It's the first time I've ever, in an article, ever been described as a former celebrity barber.
Wow.
I thought I would be married to that shit for my whole life, bro.
Yeah.
And in the highest article, like the one of my biggest moments was the first time that they said, yeah, he's a former celebrity barber.
That is crazy.
And I was like, wow, man, like that's like, you know, I'm just seeing like this transformation happen real time in front of me.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
A former celebrity barber. That
they said it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, wow.
So
like
that shows you how they feel and what they looking at. You know what I mean?
Like that, like shit like that, like was really like, man, it just feels really good to see that written out like that.
I wanted to say it tells a lot about how you believe, how much you believe in yourself, and then I can tell you have very strong morals because even just to turn down the shop because you wanted to sit in the chair. A lot of people wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they would have just, maybe I'll just cut the hair now and be in the chair later. Yeah. But you don't even want to be on the show unless you're in the chair. And that shows how strongly you believe in your grind, how strongly you believe in your movement.
Right.
And that just shows star power right there. And, I amend that a lot because, like
Thank
I said,
you, bro, for real.
there's so many people that wouldn't have did that. So many people that just would have took, I'm just going to cut the hair. I don't want to.
Bro, never drop your integrity for an opportunity.
Love that.
Like, if you drop your integrity for an opportunity, like, bro, you're going to get it. You'll get that opportunity, but, like, how long would that opportunity really last for you?
Exactly.
Because if I drop my integrity to be there, maybe the first couple times is going to be a good experience, but let me start going to like 5, 6, 7, 10 times doing this shit that I dropped integrity for, that I lessened who I was as a person to be here. By the 10th time, bro, I'm going to be miserable. And now I might be like knee deep in some shit I never wanted to be into in the first place. Yeah. But I was scared to tell somebody that I didn't like the idea that they brought to the table. Wow. But I was scared. So you take shit out of scare, what... Never, Masterpiece. Well, some Masterpiece that never make a decision out of like desperation. Don't move off of desperation.
That's smart. It's true.
It's funny as you said all that right now. I just envision like an Instagram, when the music and the fucking niggas working out. And I just picture it. I just picture. I've been working out so much.
Look,
saying that shit.
Bro, you look the slimmest like I've ever seen you, bro.
I've been on it every day, 5 days a week, bro. I'm trying to bro with this shit, bro. That's why it was crazy when I saw you on the Israel. I was like, oh, my nigga on there.
It's like you damn near don't got the gut no more.
Bro,
like it don't come out. Like
that. It don't come out, bro.
Flat.
It doesn't come out, bro.
How do you feel?
I feel so good, bro. I feel probably the most strongest and healthiest I felt since I was young. Just feels good eating healthy and actually being health conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like
healthy. Why? Because it's like you almost think like as a fan, you almost think Healthy Boys is a joke. You almost think it's like a joke.
I feel like it was like an oxymoron at first. And then now, he just got the Apple Watch today, so he's about to be on it. Like it's just
let's get it.
That's why I bought the watch so you can fucking
let's get it.
Exactly. But it's just definitely. I feel better in life. I feel like I get more out of my days. I feel like I get more out of my body. I'm in tune with my body, and it's just a love now.
It really is.
How do you feel about health? What is your thing about? Because I know you're big on mental health.
But it's I don't work out, and that's my downfall because it's mind, body, and soul. Mm-hmm. It's not just mind and body. Yeah. It's not just like soul. And, it's mind, body, and soul. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta take care of all three.
Yeah.
So you'll find yourself like maybe giving too much or too less to like one or the other.
Yeah.
And you gotta find a way to balance all three. And I felt myself recently in the last couple months and years, like, oh God, like my body's feeling it. Mm-hmm. So I also got this fire. So because I'm talking about health and body, like the other day, like the first night I got to LA, I go to Paul Rodriguez skate park and like P-Rod invited me out to go skate, which is an extremely special moment because
shout out Pop.
Just to be, I grew up wanting to be a pro skater. That was my first love. It's like living in Germany as a kid, like watching thebarracks.com, like just looking at like skaters, Paul Rodriguez, Eric Costin in like LA, going to the Barracks private skate park. And like, I wanted to be a pro skater. That was like something I saw as my first love, bro. I had long hair. I listened to heavy metal. I'm like just fucking grunging it out, like skating, skate or die. Like that was me. Yeah. And that was like a big part of my life. That's how I found friends. That's how I learned not to give up. Everything, man. So like, when I imagined that I would skate with P-Rod one day, I imagined it would be as a pro skater.
Yeah.
Like I thought that I would be a pro one day, and this is how I'm gonna meet these people. I'm gonna be a pro skater, and that's how we're gonna do it, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, yo, God almost sometimes laugh at you when you come up with these ideas and these plans, because it's like it's already written.
Yeah.
Right? It's already written that I'm meant to like be with these people, but it may not look the way that I really want this shit to look. Right. So like today, bro, this week, bro, like 10, 15 years from that original like childhood dream, I'm skating with my childhood idol as myself today.
Yeah.
Not as Victor Fontanez, the pro skater, but Victor Fontanez, with myself, me, like, and I'm there skating with my fucking childhood idol, bro. Just like a super fulfilling, like, full circle moment.
This just happened?
This week.
Oh, wow.
But this trip is crazy, bro. This trip is different, bro. Wow. So, but look, I get there to go skate. 5 minutes in, I fucking throw up outside.
Oh, man.
Because I'm like, holy shit, bro. Being skinny don't mean you in shape.
Oh, it's the cardio.
Just because you skinny don't mean you healthy, dog. Like, and that's what I would tell myself all the time. Is like, it's not like I'm fat. It's not like I'm big. It's not like, bro, I'm not healthy, bro.
It's the inside. It's the cardio. Like now, my cardio, I do 3-hour workouts 2 times a day now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
The stamina's up.
Yeah, it's the stamina. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's
So
how I
it's
felt, man. So like, but that's like a realization I'm coming to this trip too. Like, I gotta take care of my body because if you don't, Jay-Z said the number one thing he spent his money on top 3 is like first thing is health.
Yeah.
If you die, you can't make another dollar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when you pass away and die and your body deteriorate? You know, and I'm sure y'all know like more than anyway. Like, bro, the rapper lifestyle is probably fucking insane on your body. I can't even imagine, bro.
It is, bro. It definitely is. Especially tour.
When in y'all career did you realize like, all right, I can't keep doing this shit like this. I gotta damn balance it. I gotta work out. Like when y'all
We got a personal trainer last year.
First tour?
Yeah, the first tour we went on, like, remember, bro? We was like, oh shit. The first tour was when, because like we
What
would do
was
little
the first tour?
Let me
What
tell you.
what year?
It was the Lords of Underground, 2013. And listen, so, you know, when you do shows one-off here in LA, what we was doing, you know, the warehouse shit. Okay, cool, it's just one show. It's nothing. You get tired, but you drink some water, it's whatever. Going on that tour, doing shows back to back, that's where you realize, like, oh, what the fuck? Like, tired. Like, first night, second night, and that's where you realize, oh, we got to fucking figure this shit out, stamina-wise. Like, how we going to do it? We got to, makes you think about getting in shape and staying in shape. So that's it.
And we went on tour we were on 3-month tours this
was
year
that how
and
long?
last year.
How long was the first tour? Like how long was that?
It was like a month.
And the longest y'all did was 3? Is that the longest tour you've been on?
Yeah, 3 months at one
months.
time. Hell, which
3
is
months
crazy.
is fucking nuts. How
Which is
how many shows get packed into 3 months?
It's like 30.
Yeah, like 30 to
10 a
40.
month.
Yeah, like 30 to 40 get packed in, stretched out, because you got
It
off
was
days
40,
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So it gets stretched out over 3 months.
Yeah, I feel like now that we're older, we've been, you know, when you're young, you got that energy, but when you're older, you gotta like kind of make
Well, like at
it
this point, bro, it's just
thing.
about longevity. Like, you know, it's like you in the game now.
Yeah.
Now you in the game. Now y'all in the game. Y'all got names like stay there.
Yeah,
that's
that's what it
success.
is,
All right,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
are you here now?
Yeah.
We know it's bro. The easiest shit in the world is to pop off.
Yeah.
Not the easy. I ain't gonna say the easiest, but like
It's the stand.
it's easy to pop off, bro.
Yeah.
Like a song could overnight, a video, like
Anything.
that can happen. But can you continue to replicate this over and over and over?
Yeah.
That's important, bro.
That's greatness, you know.
That's the key right there. That's the key. You got that key. We got that key.
What was y'all first song that like did something for y'all?
First chapter of the Funk.
West Side Dirty South Clash. I feel like my song with you kind of like what's the first.
What did it do
one?
that was like significant for both of y'all? Like what did
Okay.
y'all like wake up? Did y'all post a song like wake up next morning like oh
Yeah.
god that shit blew up or like what
I'll
was that
explain it.
like first song?
I'll explain it. So I dropped first chapter of the Funk. This was before I dropped the Wolfgang's Roll Off, but that was number 1 on that tape. This was my first song I ever made as Ether Wolf back then. And I remember Ether Wolf. And I remember I made first chapter of the Funk and I dropped it on YouTube. And I drove to McDonald's. I dropped it on YouTube, then left the house, right?
Did you have like how many subscribers? Like what was it like?
God, nothing. I don't even remember, bro. Like not
They
even
just
100.
they just posting this shit like
Bro,
what-
yeah. This was ugly back then. It was a scratch. You feel me? Like I
Yeah.
said, it's the first song. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, first song. So I drop it and I tweet it on my. So I dropped the link and I tweeted it on my Twitter at that time. That was when Twitter was, you know. And I remember seeing I had 4 comments. By the time I got my food and shit, I parked because I was finna eat it right there. I remember when I got a large fry, 2 apple pies, and a cheeseburger. And like I was posted, right? And I looked at my video to see how I was doing. I had 4 comments. And those 4 comments were all like, bro, this shit's hard. What the fuck? This is crazy. 4 comments got me to where I am today. Seeing that shit, bro, I went straight back to the house and made more songs. Immediately, I went straight home and made more songs, bro. Like, and I just kept dropping them, bro. Like,
So first song that like motivated, but like all right, first song that like put you in the what was the first song that put you in this industry? Like
in the industry or like my first song, like
or
your
like
big
put
song.
you first song is
million.
like oh this is like all right.
It's like the first million, the first 100K. I feel
First
like.
100K probably
Yeah,
is
it's the
like
first 100K.
First
Okay.
100K.
Let me think. Shit, dude. What was it?
I think mine was like plug.
These plugs for you? What was
sure.
it? Damn, I'm trying to think, bro. Because this was back when we would. So I had the Wolfgang's Roll Off, and then me and Bones started making shit.
I'm trying to think too. Like, what was your
Bro,
first
this is a
big
good
ass
question.
song?
Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think.
Nobody
what
knows that here. What
was my first big song? Was it Blunts on My Mind? To be honest,
No, I
No?
wouldn't say.
Pistol Grip. Pistol Grip. Because of the video, but no, I was.
It's
I was already in the radio
I feel
plan
like
by
our
that time.
collective. I mean, our careers are a collective of so many songs.
Look,
it's like,
yeah, it is.
Well, like
you know?
it's different for y'all are like bro. First of all, like I commend you guys and I like really admire y'all because the path that y'all took with music and being an artist and choosing like the scene that you guys are in is
Yeah.
like I mean, bro, I'm sure y'all could have fucking. You're not like y'all don't got the talent to go make a fucking pop record like label like radio ass hit, and it's like, but like y'all really love what y'all do, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all love y'all community, and I can see the shit in the art that y'all make, and it's not about like, does this shit blow up? And it's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's not about like, does this shit blow up or not? Do I love it? Do the people love it? And if the people love it, like I'm happy.
Exactly.
And you guys never compromise the art. And the art is like what gets compromised when it comes to opportunity, because same thing, like I'll get a deal offer or somebody put money on the table for me. It's like, all right, but I want your video to look like this. And I'm like, man, see, I can't say that in my video. Like you want me to say it. But like y'all stood on that, bro, and found a way to like fucking win without like, without the shit that you think you need to win. Like y'all fucking did it and y'all continue to do it. And like that's impressive. And more artists and more people need to know that like you can be so successful and live a great life without this fucking mainstream success. So like the artists that like, you know what makes me fucking laugh?
What?
Every time your shit get reposted and someone comments like who is this?
Oh yeah. That's
and I'm
the best
like,
shit.
you know, this is like, you know, it's just like hilarious to me because, bro, think about it. If you have just think about how much 5,000 plays is. Okay. Now your videos get like 5,000 plays, like, you know, it's like the first second.
Yeah.
If 5,000 people spent $150 with you every year as like a fan and like bought your art, you're making $750,000 a year. Wow. So that'll put into percent. I'm not even trying to get in y'all pocket.
No,
like,
no,
but people are like, I feel like people don't really like, they're not putting this shit together when you try to fucking comment on an artist. You don't know this dude, but you gonna comment like to disrespect, who is this? Like, fam, like it's someone successful that you're looking up, that you're looking at, like, you know. So, but that's, y'all know, bro, the grind of like of an independent artist is just so fucking admirable, bro. And y'all are like real inspirations for that.
We appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
Do you read?
I have read a lot. I don't really read like right now in this moment in my life, but I've read all the self-help, motivation, but you name it, bro. I'm in the Ville reading every one of them.
You were like big in school, like were you like a school guy?
Well, I couldn't get accepted to college because like I didn't have like good. I had fucking mediocre grades, mediocre GPA. Like I took the SAT 3 times and couldn't get over 1,000 on my score. I got denied every college I accepted to, and it's like, I'm not dumb. I'm not no stupid person, but I worked hard. I would leave school, bro. I would have track practice after school, and then I would have work like an hour after practice. So instead of like hanging out at practice, I would just run from my school to my work for my workout and just run into work into the back of the kitchen with my like running clothes on. Wow. Because I'm like, fuck it, I'll get my workout in and I'll go to work and get my money. So like, I don't got time. I'm not going home and doing fucking AP literature. I'm trying to get paid, bro. I'm trying to be a man. I'm trying to like take care of I'm trying to go make sure I ain't got to ask nobody for money to take my girl to the movie. I'm trying to, you know, just go take care of my shit. So like, but you don't get no scholarship for that. Yeah. You ain't gonna get no help. You ain't gonna get a grant. Nobody gonna send you to school for free because you work hard. Wow. You gonna get sent to school because you got good grades and you get accepted for a scholarship. So like, think about the hundreds and millions of kids out there in the world, bro, who have single parents. I gotta come home and like cook and watch their little brothers and sisters and like be the man of the household at a young age. That wasn't my situation, but it like that happens often. Yeah. And like those people are deserving of opportunities to be able to be educated. Why do I gotta prove to somebody through a fucking digital test that nobody knows the answers to, for somebody in the office that can't relate to me, for them to decide if I'm good enough to be in a school or not? So when I got denied to every one of these schools, I'm like, man, these people don't fucking know me, man. Like, whatever, dog. You know, so I decided to go to trade school and that, but like, I wasn't like, if you look at it on paper, I'm not like, you know, I'm not the smartest. Yeah. But like, dog, I got like an unbelievable will to just like figure some shit out, you know?
Yeah, that's respectable,
that's
bro.
So epic, brother.
You an epic person, man.
Y'all are epic people, bro. This is what happens when epic people link up with epic people, bro. Yeah. Bro, can you please say something? You know, not in no joking way, but like, you know, bro, this is important, bro. Because, you know, maybe I don't, you know, this is our first time like meeting, and I don't know your vibe, bro. But like, if you here at this table, like, bro, you gotta bring food, you gotta bring value to the table, and it's not like I need you to like drop some shit, but like, bro, you here. No, and this video, I don't know, bro. You know, I got hella followers on TikTok. This shit might do something, bro, and I want you to get your shit off, like, you know.
For sure. Would you ever write a book?
Would I write? Yeah, I feel like I will write a book. I'm gonna be lying, be honest. I may not write it myself, like, you know, hand write it out, but like, I think that I would like work with somebody to help me write a book for sure. I'm not like, I write. But when I write, I got this like a notebook that I write to God in, like a gratitude book, and I like write random thoughts in it. And they're only like maybe like it could be a sentence a day, it could be like a paragraph a day, it could be a page. It depends how I feel. But like I document like emotions. But like, man, it might change. I'm only 23. Like I might hit. I might get to 25 and 30 and like create a crazy passion. But like I believe, for sure, bro, because I just want my information to be somewhere. I want somebody to be able to pick that up and like, just take it,
Yeah, might be too young for the book. I ask that question later.
Do you write?
Yeah, I write.
This is
I wouldn't write a book though. But I write though.
Right.
I write a book though. Like,
Could you like tell me about yourself?
So look. Let me start off. First of all, hey, this Chili Sosa right here.
I already know you fan. So I'm trying to
look. Let me just get this off real quick. This is one of the original members of Healthy Boys, bro. Since back in the day, when I was coming out here back in 2012/13, like I met Chili first. You know what I mean? Well, I was with Eddy, but Eddy, you know what I mean? Chili been family for well over 12 years.
I love that you
real,
actually said something because you're such a powerful speaker.
Why'd you want to include, like, bro? I
feel that.
Like being, like, I want everybody to feel included.
We love
like,
that.
I already know,
That's a power move.
How did y'all meet?
I met bro middle school. I went to Grace Shockley Middle School, bro.
Oh fuck, y'all go way back.
Yeah, we go back.
I think I'm a year older. I think bro was in 6th grade and I was in 7th grade. Was it 6th grade, 7th grade?
You was 7th day.
Yeah. 7th, 8th? No, 6th.
6th, 7th.
I didn't go 8th grade.
6th, 7th.
It was 6th grade. 6th,
What was your first impression of Eddy in middle school?
Bro was like different because he was like kind of a loner.
Yeah.
He was to himself, you feel me? He walked home by himself.
Were you the same way?
Nah, I was kind of like a class clown. Everybody knew me type, you feel me? But I fucked with bro. I didn't fuck with bro at first. It took time to fuck with bro, you feel me? At first, we was beefing at school. What was your clique called?
Oh, I was part of Creekside Crips.
He was Creekside Crips, and I was I think I was Terracing the Bloods, and we would stab each other with number 2 pencils in the hallways. We was in middle school.
Crazy.
I don't know
where the fuck y'all going to school at?
It was a crazy time.
What city is this?
Ontario. We from San Bernardino County.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who started it. It was just some shit we started in school. But I think
I can't imagine just walking to like social studies and a goddamn fucking like a lead pencil just
shit like that.
I'm trying to go to math, man. What the fuck?
Get pens, everything.
I got banned from bringing pencils. I had to bring all these pens and shit.
Y'all look
at the
funny.
church and school.
They gotta get y'all the fat crowns and shit.
Why were you guys hurting each other?
What the fuck y'all
at such young ages?
Because he was from different. Because he was from. You wasn't
It's
even from
middle
over there.
school.
You lived in a trailer park.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta be like 12 right now. Like,
No, you lived in a trailer park, and I just lived over there by where they lived at. So we just separated. If you lived over here, you fucked with them, and you lived over here, you fucked with them. I don't even know how that happened. Like I don't know.
We got cooler. Like we started kicking it when we got older. Like
Yeah,
after high
like
school.
it was like a party over the summer. I think, bro, were you in Radio Clan yet?
Yep.
Bro was in Radio Clan. He was rapping. I was making clothes at the time. He was like, pull up to the party and bring some clothes. I was like, for sure, I'll pull up.
Remember that?
wait, you told him to pull up?
Yeah. It was like a big ass
How
party.
did y'all even like get
Twitter.
night?
On Twitter.
Okay, so cause
We
y'all
was like
from
the most
different-
popping niggas from our city.
From our deserve, y'all from different gangs. Shit. How y'all?
It was dumb shit.
You know.
Nah, this is middle school and then time went
For sure, I
by.
already know him. I already know him.
We was like from Ontario, so
Yeah, for sure.
Time went by. Both of us went our different directions, obviously. Then we met up on Twitter. I was just saying crazy, funny shit on Twitter. Like, I don't know. I just had viral tweets saying funny shit. And I think bro retweeted me, was like, damn, you look familiar. And I was like, you look familiar. And I think we followed each other. And then he ended up DMing me like, hey, come to this party, you see my clothes. So I came to the party. I bought my clothes. The party shut down.
Is this still 7? What is this still same
this is
time?
like
What is
high
this?
school. This is after high
Now
school.
y'all
We're
in
about
high
like
Like
1920.
2012 now.
Yeah, we're about like 20.
Or 2011, like 2000. I'm like 21 or 20 now.
Yeah.
So y'all didn't even become friends in middle school. Y'all,
No, we were just like Ontario
this is
niggas.
how y'all met.
I ended
Yeah.
up moving. I don't even know what school you went to after that. We didn't even go to the same high school
Yeah.
after that.
I moved to Kentucky. I moved to a lot of places.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
so yeah, but y'all found each other on Twitter. And
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
I
okay.
was saying crazy ass shit, I'm telling you.
Yeah, just being from the same city, you gonna know the most popping niggas from your
Well,
city.
them tweets still out there? Can I?
My Twitter's still up. You go back and see all them crazy tweets. But some of them I delete, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, you got.
Some of my delete. I had a Rihanna tweet that got my Twitter deleted, so I deleted that shit. It's like a gang of tweets I deleted. I don't want my Twitter to get deleted. I got deleted before, so I don't want my shit deleted.
For sure,
no more.
for sure.
So I deleted them. But he told me to pull up to the party. When I pulled up to the party, it was like a 10-second like talk because the party got shut down. I gave him the shirt. He took off. I think like fucking.
And you were doing music, right? Radio Clan, right? Radio Clan.
I wasn't even rapping or nothing. I think like 6 months later, he hit me up again to pull up. We smoked. We ended up living right by each other. Didn't even know it the whole time.
Just ended up
we were smoking. He was like, "You should rap." I was like, "Rap." I was like, "Nah, rapping corny. I don't be rapping. I just be selling weed. I ain't finna be rapping." He was like, "Nah, you should rap. I'm in Radio Clan." I was like, "What the fuck is Radio Clan?"
You just told him to do it because he was around, or did you think he could do it, or like?
But you have been in the studio because we had a couple songs.
I wasn't even rapping at the time.
You wasn't rapping, but you had an intro on one of my songs.
Oh, I had an intro. I was doing intros and shit like that.
We're just talking shit. You know, talking like
the weed man.
I wasn't taking rap serious. You feel me? I was just talking shit on the tracks.
Yeah, he pulled. You know, he the weed man. He pull up, say some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And he was like, "You should take rap serious. You got a cool personality." I was like, "I don't know about rap, bro. I don't know." He was like, "But I'm in this group, Radio Clan. We finna blow up." I was like, "What the fuck is Radio Clan? What is that?"
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what underground music was at the time. I was just like listening to like Rick Ross and shit like that. I didn't know what underground music was.
Yeah.
So I ended up making my first little songs. I'm fucking with the music, and I don't know.
You got a song with fucking Wolf.
Damn, I do have a song with you, bro. Damn right. I forgot about that song.
I might have forgot about the feet.
Huh? You feel me? What's wrong with this nigga?
You forgot about it?
Wrong with
I
this
didn't
nigga?
forget to pull up to
This
the
man has
session.
like a legendary rap, you know, like
Chris
history
Travis on
now.
it?
You, bro, come,
I forgot
yeah,
I made
man.
a song
You done did
with
some
bro.
legendary
Damn, bro.
shit.
You better re-upload that to streaming services, nigga. That's a bag, nigga. That's a check.
Mike Blaze might flag it, you know, it's his beat. He might flag that shit, it's his beat. He might not be feeling that right there.
That's dope, Vic, that you... I love how much of a people person you are. I love that you can talk to anybody. Even you doing the whole thing, going in the street and just random haircuts. That just shows how much of a people person you are.
Man, thank
how
you, bro,
much
for
good
real.
energy that you have. You know what I'm saying?
Authentic.
I had a question. You know how you on TikTok with the motivational speakers?
Yeah.
You get mad that people make fun of your videos. You ever see the people that make the TikToks? They walk up to people and they be like, "Oh, what do you do?"
Oh,
and they
yeah.
just start doing random
They
cuts
like,
and shit.
oh yeah, they talking about like they reenacting my video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it should come with territory.
Right.
It comes with it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I told myself a long time ago, I mean, do I ever see Kim Kardashian reply to a comment in the haters? Do I ever see LeBron arguing his fucking comments with a troll? Like,
No.
am I ever gonna see them give like highly successful people? You ever think like Kobe or argue with somebody in the fucking comment section?
No.
I ain't got no fucking time for that, man. Like,
That's real.
you know, I'm putting it out, and I'm just like, and then when you put out art, you just it's you know, perspective. Everybody got their own opinion,
Right.
So like, you're allowed to have that opinion. Like, you feel like it is what it is. What it is. You know, if it's for you, it's for you. So like, when you put a song out, some love it, some hate it, but like, keep fucking pushing.
Keep fucking pushing because it's all you can do. I wanted to say this. I want to touch on this. I liked your post a few weeks ago, bro. I really felt that shit when you brought like awareness to bullying. Because of that one kid, they gave like a fucked up haircut and they thought it was funny and you offered to give him a free haircut if he hit you. Like, you know, that kind of shit right
You
there.
know, that moment, you know, like, I was like on the edge about, I was on my fucking
You did the
setting
right
my
thing.
feet about it because I'm like, damn, Katie, like, I talking to my girl, like, yo, I'm getting tagged all day in this video. They like, some kid at school had like cut this other kid and like really fucked this hair up.
Right.
And it's like told him he would give him a haircut and like destroyed his hair at school. He's crying, everybody's laughing, he's fucking crying. And like, it's just a terrible moment for this kid. And everybody's tagging like, Vic, you know, could you speak on this? Could you?
Yes.
And I have this platform, like, you know, well, I speak, but I don't like really speak on, you know, like not necessarily drama, but it's like, I'm not going at like what's popping in the news now and speaking about it. I'm on
Right.
TikTok. That's not my flow. So I'm like, do I say anything? Do I like represent this? And it's like, I really looked at how many people like saw me as like a person that should like represent like this. And I'm like, you know, why am I running from this? Like, let me just like use this platform to bring awareness to the situation and allow this kid to feel good. And like, had like a private call with the kid and he already got his haircut fixed, you know, but like, I just wanted to make sure he understood that what he was going through was completely normal. Like, people, this happens, and like, yo, I've been through it. He been through it. I used to have his kids. This dude that would come to my desk where every day in 6th grade and break my pencil before school, like class started.
Yeah.
Like, he would walk up. The first thing he would do when he walked into class is break my pencil and then go sit down.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck to do, man. I ain't never been in no fight in school. I'm like, damn, you know, like, so like it happens, bro. People like get bullied, but like, I was like, you know, I'm here. I got a voice. People look up to me for this. They feel like it's something I should speak on. Like, let me just go ahead and just like, you know, let them know it's all right, you know, and like if somebody sees this, like, shit ain't right, you know, I gotta just stand on that.
I like that. And like that says a lot about you too, that, you know, you could have held back, but you didn't. And then even okay, you was on the fence about it first, like, should you?
Because I'm not there. I wasn't like, you know, I don't really know the near details. I see something that's wrong and it's like, want to be, you got to tread carefully, especially when on social media, when it comes to like speaking on shit and trying to like represent shit.
But even the speech you gave was like real. Like you said some shit how you really feel, you know what I'm saying, about the situation. Even though you didn't wake up thinking you was finna talk about that, but like you still spoke on how you felt about it, because it is wrong, and you making that video was like,
man, right, thank you, bro.
Like
thank you, bro.
Because I would have did some shit like that. It made me mad because I watched it when you posted, and you know me, I'm mad and shit. Like I don't know what to do. I'm thinking to myself, I would have slapped the shit out of all the kids. Like if I was there with them, I would have beat all of them, nigga. Like it's nothing, bro. Like I was thinking, I was like rowdy, like bro, y'all playing, because I don't like bullies, bro. Like I don't fuck with that shit. I've never been a bully.
It's the worst.
I used to get bullied, bro.
I got bullied, bro. It's a
Yeah,
really
like,
shitty feeling, bro. And it's like, and it just sucks, bro. I would never why? Why I gotta make somebody feel bad? Why do we have to choose like those emotions,
That shit sucks, bro. But yeah, no, good shit for
Thank you for that, bro.
video.
For real.
Yeah,
It means a lot.
Exactly. I think you dropped some crazy, fucking insane gems. And then when you say you're 23, I knew you was 23 too, because I was like, I met this nigga, he was like 17.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, bro. I'm 23 now, bro. It's it's a blessing, bro. I mean,
you have so much time, so much life ahead of you.
I haven't talked to y'all. I mean, what are y'all doing now? Like obviously music's still going. Like, what's next for y'all?
Bro, I just fucking opened up the shop on Melrose. Like for sure, like whole Hollow Squad store.
Icon, right?
Yeah,
but it's just a Hollow Squad store. Now.
Yeah. So they're still Jane and Jason is still helping me out and everything like that. But like it's the Hollow Squad flagship shop now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Like entrepreneurship, we like that.
I didn't even know that.
So Icon was a partnership of
Icon was me, and so the Icon's owned by two people, Jane and Jason. And back when I was living with Bones and him, 2013, I didn't have money. I wasn't making money. Like, you get me? Like, at all. Like, nothing. We was just out here. They gave me, Jane and Jason, Icon, they gave me my first, like, piece of merch. They did a shirt with me. It was a collab, Ether Wolf Icon collab. And with that collab, like, I was able to eat pizza, and, like, there was this Chinese food place by the house that I used to always go to because I had the money, and they made that happen for me. And Jason taught me how to, like, start a brand, and, like, he used to write shit down in, like, this notebook. So when I started my shit in 2014, thehollowsquad.com, I did the same thing he used to do. He got a book, and he used to write down the orders and, like, just keep track of everything. So that's how I was able to start my shit, from what he and Jane taught me how to do. And now I'm here with this,
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
But like that, to that point of like, making the like, what advice would like y'all give to maybe an artist that's in the same position, like, yo, I'm making music, but it's like I gotta like, I have to get paid something, like the money, I gotta find a way to make money. Okay. It's like, I can't go back to the streets. Like, how does an artist, like an independent artist, start to make some sort of money, bro?
You want to answer? I'll say something real quick.
Go ahead.
I would say, first of all, the music has to be good. You make good music, make you a distro kid. Make you a goddamn distro kid, okay? There's other places you can use too, like Too Lost and TuneCore, but distro kid, make you a distro kid and upload your music there, because that's how you get it on Spotify and Apple. And then when your shit gets streamed, distro kid will pay you for your streams. Like, it might be like $50 here and there, but that's something. You might have to get a side hustle or get a job to, like, but that's how you start right there. You get, and then that comes from, and then you get more money, build your fan base, keep putting out good content.
Distro kid, like, you get a streaming. What's after the streaming?
Well, I would say just to all independent artists, there's nothing wrong with having a job while you're chasing your dream.
Yes.
And that's what people get that misconstrued, that like you just got to be a rapper.
I think I seen people clowning like what BF Pac, who's somebody
Pac-Man,
like,
he wants to work in the mail office.
He got some regular job, but like recording him, like, oh, he's fucking working, right? Like,
I find, like, me, I get bored a lot of times because, after tour and when you don't have nothing to do for months, you really get bored just rapping. Because after you're done with your project, it's kind of like you don't know what the fuck to do. You play video games and stuff. Like, that's why I'm kind of like invested in the Muay Thai right now, because it gives me something to do. Like, we don't have a set schedule every day. We got to make our schedules being entrepreneurs. So just, cherish the come up. You know what I'm saying? Cherish not being able to be breaded up right now, just because that's what how you gonna make the best music when you broke. And that's what I feel like. That's what we're always trying to recreate, them broke, hungry days where I was just young and rapping about the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, cherish that. Cherish the.
How does it now, like, trying to recreate that? Do you ever get that feeling now? Like, what is that feeling? That feeling's got to be different, right? Or like, it has to just like Pop off?
No, somebody.
Oh shit!
It's probably that Sellers.
Yeah, it's probably.
I know that's my
Like,
step.
You know how they
Like,
podcast.
that's my
You know how they podcast. You know how they. I'm trying to,
I'm tripping.
nah,
Like,
you
he's
good.
knocking so
That
loud
guy
right
was-
now. That's why I was
Oh, he know
tripping.
he doing something. I know it's that's
Sellers?
Sky. That's Sky ass.
God, that's not.
Sky, sit down.
Oh, Sellers.
Oh, it's Sellers.
Like, you not letting him in?
Let him in.
You'll keep knocking.
What's up, gang? Man, locking loud as a
Bro, don't
motherfucker.
be knocking off fucking loud.
All right. But yeah, no, touching
What's
on
up,
that.
bro?
Yeah, that's my boy Vic. Vic's my boy Sellers.
Vic, pleasure to meet you, bro.
So, bro, touching on that. Recreating it and stuff like that. Yeah, it's. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was about
you
to say
just dropped a fucking
exactly,
project.
so I'm just finna say. So I just dropped Bloodshot season 3, right? Bro, I just had like for a long time, I was kind of just like chilling. I wasn't really hungry like that because like I just didn't make up my mind that I wanted to like, all right, just fuck shit up again.
I mean, did you get comfortable?
I got comfortable as a motherfucker.
Hell
like
yeah.
I got these cars. I started building the cars every month and doing all this other shit, bro. Watching anime and like TV and playing video games and all that shit. But that was a good thing too because I got that all out my system. But then it got to the time where I was like, I want to kill shit again. And so, bro, I fucking constructed Bloodshot season 3. I wasn't playing, and I fucking dropped that shit, and now I'm staying on it, bro. I got the videos lined up, everything, because now I just recreated my like Hungry Days type shit.
I'm proud, and I'm gonna be real, cause like, not only am I your friend, but like I'm a fan of your music, bro.
Yeah,
and it was a hiatus of like, where is Xavier Wulf at?
Yeah, I know it.
I know
There
it.
was such a like, bro. I mean, fuck it felt like you was like, bro, when you hit that guy, when you jumped in that fucking crowd like this.
Oh, yeah, the
like
little twist.
I'm like, this dude's about to just like, fuck, he's never gonna stop. So like, it kind of hurt, bro. Honestly, as like a fan, when I saw that, and I'm like, shit, a dude I've been listening to since like middle school don't even like drop no more. And I know his ass like. So like, I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You dug yourself out of that shit, man.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot. You saying that,
And we need that as artists.
Hell
Sometimes
yeah.
you need your friends to
Because I
tell
don't
you
hear that.
that.
Like, I don't
the
fucking hear that from
inspiration
y'all. Like, my boys don't tell me shit.
What the
Like,
hell?
it's like, oh, we all chilling, So to
Always
hear
say.
that, like, that's crazy how
Nah,
that
I
looked.
mean, y'all create art and it affects people in a real way. So like when you go ghost like that, I mean, think about it, bro. People like rely on your lyrics and the way that you express your shit, like to get through life, to wake up every day.
You've inspired me. Just a lot of things you say. You've inspired me. Just many key points that like to get on just different shit a part of my business. You know what I'm saying? But like you definitely hit some key points in business. You know what I'm saying? I love how you handle your business and how you look at situations and take advantage of a lot of opportunities. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
I mean, just maximize like what's given to you, like what's maximized was given to you, and like I'm always inspired by Nipsey and like watching like, how to like maximize opportunity in the space to like succeed and eat and make money. It's like the whole 9 yards. So like you can't leave anything on the table, bro.
Right.
I would leave nothing on the table for anybody else. If it's on my table, I'm gonna eat it all, bro. I promise. Like, not in a way like I don't let nobody eat, but like, bro, if there's something in front of me, like, there's an opportunity, this is a potential. I'm about to do something. I'm taking it, bro. I'm eating all of it.
And that's respect.
And then also like this too, to the spiritual side of that is like I asked God to eat, and He filled my plate. Who am I to not have an appetite right now?
Yeah, that's
Feel me?
right.
Like, who am I to like not keep up my appetite? You asked to be a rapper, bro. You prayed to be a rapper. You manifested being a rapper. God gave you a fan base, dog.
Yeah.
He gave you the world. Think about, and both of y'all, bro, for real, like think about the millions of people that like wake up every day. My best friend would dreams to be a rapper one day. It dreams to be an artist. And I watch him every day chase it with like, and it's just like, shit is what it is, but like y'all got it.
Yeah.
So like y'all asked for that and God fills y'all plate. It's like, where's the appetite now?
Yeah.
I feel that. That's crazy. Where is it? He just snapped on
crazy
my
with
ass.
these quotes.
He said that on behalf of all my fans, bro. That was like mad that I wasn't dropping shit, bro.
Bird, I mean that's
I'm
serious,
back.
bro. Like Bird, this is what we asked for. This shit ain't, this shit ain't guaranteed. This ain't no fucking like.
That's
You
real.
gotta treat it like it could be gone tomorrow.
That's
like
real.
move with that same intention. Move with that like this shit ain't guaranteed.
That's right. Wow, bro. Well, bro, you
23 with the old soul, man. You got
With
the
the
soul.
old soul,
man. 80
Because I be
Like
hanging
I
around
said,
y'all
dropping
motherfuckers.
shit.
Like
I
I've been
love it.
around motherfuckers like y'all since I was like 17. So like I'm just naturally gonna pick up shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
I just listen. But like I think that's a gift, bro, because I understand I do got a lot of knowledge. I do got a lot of wisdom. And it's like that's a blessing because I got it really young, and it come with responsibility to try to push that forward for others. Because I'm not just like y'all. I just like process shit and listen. So like, I just a skill set that I think others could pick up and just learn to listen. We got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Talk less, listen more.
Let me tell you this.
You know, process it.
Let me tell you this, bro. Remember that night I told you about when we smoked that joint and I told you it's up?
Yeah.
Bro, I feel that type of magnitude of inspiration right now from being here on this interview.
Man.
Bro, that means a lot, bro.
So it's like you gave it back. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna take this shit lightly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about to fucking, after today, I was already finna go ham, but now I'm finna fucking go stupid,
I mean, bro,
like,
just because I love y'all too much, like, to lie to y'all, like, fluff it up, right, bro?
That's
y'all
right.
are fucking, y'all already know the position y'all hold within, like, the underground scene, within music. Like, stop treating this shit like it's just fucking, like, some accident, like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's not whatever, bro. Y'all are fucking impactful and y'all change lives. Like, go out there and make some shit out of that. You don't gotta, maybe it's not a song now, but, like, go show somebody you could go do Muay Thai. Go show somebody you can make it to the ring from being an artist. Go show somebody you can open a front store in the middle of, you know how fucking expensive it is to have a store in Melrose? I can't even imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go show them that. Like, you don't gotta always just crank out because I can't just keep cranking out 1,000,000 fucking haircuts. They're gonna get tired of that shit. But, like, keep showing your shit to the world. Pop your shit because people need it.
wow, thank you, man.
Y'all got this shit, man, for real.
Fucking Vic, bro.
Let's give it a hand clap. This was a great episode.
Amazing, yeah.
This was amazing.
I had to do this, bro. This was like too special to me, bro. I can't believe I got to sit down and like this is on camera. I'll be able to watch this and have this moment with y'all, bro. I'll be able to watch this like in 20 years, bro.
I appreciate it. And I can speak for the podcast too. Me and the boys, you set the bar for the podcast today. Like after, like you set the bar as far as guests and
well, like you,
just
I mean,
content.
bro, when you started this shit, what'd you want?
We wanted
tell me what you want out of the podcast when you started this
quality guests, quality content, and I wanted people to be able to every time they come here, I want them to be able to get something from each guest.
All right, well, don't make a move out of don't fucking let nobody up here unless you know it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah,
like don't move out of desperation because you need a guest
That's
this
right.
week. Like, bro, if you feel like that's what I want this shit to be, I don't give a fuck if you drop one a year. Make it worth dropping that one a year. If it takes you a year to book fucking Tom Holland, fuck it. To wait that goddamn year for Spider-Man to walk through. If it take you a fucking year to get fucking whoever, like, bro, just like don't drop the integrity of what you said you was gonna do when you started this shit. You feel me? Like you gotta hold that up. If it ain't worth it, it ain't worth it. And it don't even take no offense, because I know, bro, y'all got 1,000,000 industry friends. And it ain't even no offense to the industry friends that might want to be on, like, your podcast or collab. It's like, yo, I could, like, appreciate you and you could support me as a friend, but, like, this is what I want to do here, bro. And it's, like, nothing personal, but, like, now we got to get to, like, being an entrepreneur and making a decision based on, like, is this gonna be the best for my business? You gotta make a decision sometimes that break your heart but give you peace. That's true. And it might break my heart to tell my homie, like, it might break your heart to tell your homie, like, hey fam, you can't be on my podcast. Or you can be on people, like, but it'll give you peace knowing you standing on what you said you was gonna do with this vision. And like that's okay. Your friends should be able to see that and understand, or like other friends that may talk shit like, oh, Eddy think he hollered, he only wants someone so up here. Like, nah, bro, I just said I was gonna. It don't even gotta be the biggest people, like whatever you want the vibe to be. Everybody don't gotta be a super A-list celebrity, but if you choose that, like when you step on this podcast, you sit in this room with me, like I'm gonna make sure that people come on here really love and appreciate what the fuck they doing. You know, might not gotta be, I don't know the vibe of the podcast, but like whatever it is that you say you want it to be, only fucking find the best fits and only allow them to be here.
Yes, very true. So
love
true.
that.
I love it, man.
And thank you, Wolf, for helping set this up
Yeah,
today.
you, bro, you ain't. He just pulled up for this, bro. This is like special, bro. Thank you for being here.
For sure, bro. Nah, I saw your post the other day. You was like, yo, I'm in LA. And I was like, shit. I hit Eddy. I was like, Eddy, man, you trying to talk to my boy Vic? Like,
we boys. Like,
right.
that's why,
right. And then I asked Vic, I was like, Vic, you want to do some shit with Eddy? And he was like, yeah. So boom. Now we here, bro. And of course I pulled up for you.
Yeah, bro, you had to, bro. This is super special. I'm telling you, bro. Thank y'all, man.
Appreciate
Welcome,
y'all.
bro.
Thank you. Well, this has been a great episode. I'm Eddy Baker.
Chili Sosa.
I'm Vic Blends. Vic, you know?
It's your boy Wolf.
That might be the first time the guest did the outro.
We might have to start doing that.
Is that the outro?
Let's everybody get the outro.
That actually, I like that, how we just kind of like, okay.
That might be the first time.
I thought y'all did that before. I just following the line.
You're setting the bar.
Guys never say their name after. That's fire. That's
Set the bar, bro.
You're setting the bar right.
Boy, bro, thank y'all, bro, for real.
Hey, thank you for coming and fucking with my boys.
Well, bro, like, you know, shit, bro, y'all did it for me. I could do it for y'all. Like, bro, I got a platform now. I got a voice. Like, I ain't had it. Y'all had it when I met y'all.
Man.
You know, and we both got that. But like, bro, I'm just paying this forward. So, y'all helped me so much, bro. I'm just gonna pay it forward. Like,
I'm gonna watch this interview every fucking day. Damn, this shit's
every day.
this shit hard, bro. This is one of the ones, yeah.
There's too many gems in this. That's
It
why.
was too many.
It was. All right, go ahead and take them
All
out.
right, man. This is Blunt Talk.
Get out of here.
We out. That was epic.
Bro, that was fucking crazy.
That was